in, but that's cool. So, let's move that around. Go on. You gonna do the thing? There we go! Everyone give Streamlabs OBS a hand for doing its feckin' job. Right. Yeah, see, look, I got this, even if my hand is swollen up a whole bunch. Don't ever say I'm not dedicated. I can't talk a good game about wanting to be the human banner of this operation and the vocal piece if I'm not prepared to step up. So, what were we talking about? Prolo says you only need one hand. Oh. What the hell is that? Is that new? Okay. Mr. Ghost says that hammer is way too big. Don't ever wheel a hammer that big. You're not my real dad. Also, tell that to that zombie I just crushed. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Oh! Alright, so blocking's out. Okay, cool. I'm good, I'm good. Right, let's see if we can get back to where we were. The Legend Man says, I game a one-handed lol because of disability. Now, that's understandable, and I couldn't think of any good games apart from maybe, like, using heavy pausing and playing Dungeons of the Endless. But I really, really wanted to play this with you all, so I thought this was a good one. Plus, its pacing means there's plenty of times to talk about. Oh, Bramp's like, good to see Will made a character that looks like him. That's what I do. That's what I do. But then, we were discussing this in one of the previous streams, which is that there's a difference between, like, games that ask you to play a character and understand its perspective versus games that ask you to experience an environment. And when it's one where you're experiencing the world in a... Ow! I deserved that. When it's one that's asking you to experience the world as... much as the challenge, and it lets you create a character, I tend to make an avatar representing myself, because it's like, this is my vehicle to experience this world. So there we go. Ha! Oh, I can block with a giant hammer. There we go. Oh! Alright. So firstly, I want to say again how awesome it was having Kate on the show today. Like, I have been a huge fan of Kate's work for a long, long time. Hey, Kika, what ho, friend? Mr. Morpheus, what ho, hello! Miyaki Tsukura said, considering Dan Floyd could recognise you in Monster Hunter World, you do pretty good at that. Floydo knows me. I've also super OP leveled my character, so I can just do that for a bit. As soon as I find a great axe, we're going to use that one. So yeah, it was awesome having Kate on. I've been such a fan of her stuff. And actually, me and Dorcas met Kate at one of the GDCs. And I will put my hand up and say that I accidentally mistook her for someone else. And not only was she super cool and rad about it, but, you know, I apologised about it this year. And she was like, it's no worry. Like, water off a duck's back and... Ow! It's rude. As was my failing to get names right. So, I feel it's one of those individuals that I've absolutely wanted people on. So jumping back in, Budget saying 40 is a comfortable number for a stream. Has Twitch or you ever thought about how streams become, as it becomes mega, it loses its comfiness? Streams with hundreds of views are pointless. So I don't know if I'd say that, because one thing, an individual that we raid a lot, and a good friend of mine, Octopimp, he has between like 150 and 200 people a stream, and it struck me, he manages to foster a really healthy community, even with... Where are you going? He manages to foster a really good conversation and a healthy community with the numbers that he has. And I think, knowing the Longship crew as we are, and the times we've had a lot of people at once, I reckon as a group we could happily reach about 100 without losing the conversation. It will mean a lot more work on my part budget, but that's my job in this. It's my job to foster these good conversations and make sure that we're all hanging out together and having a good time. Like, and if it got to the point where the size of it was too much for people's, then that means I've done my job wrong. So yeah, that's my feels on the matter. Right. So where was I going with that conversation? I was discussing... Yes, so it's excellent to have Kate on, and she's such a fecking good role model for just about everybody. Like, she went through the fire and the fury, and not only did she stay positive, she stayed badass. And I respect that on so many levels. Because, I'll be honest, like, it took me a long time after... obviously not to the same extent as individuals who are targeted by Gamergate, but, you know, I've been a front-facing individual, and I've had the death threats, I've had the nonsense. It's not good. It's very not good. Actually, I don't think I want to go that way just yet. And the fact that Kate is able to focus on what makes our industry great and what makes it good, even having had that, you know, same industry not support her and not back her up when shit was bad. Like, I really respect that. And I only hope that I can, like, attain a similar level. I hope that I can get to a point where I'm able to, you know, inspire others and help support the industry, even if I just stay streaming. You know what I mean? Because I'm really enjoying it. The other thing is, I mean, Kate's knowledge about the geography of the video game industry is second to none. Me and Dorcas got... Actually, the conversation we were chatting to Kate on first, when we first met her, was about, you know, how... This was before Tencent's current lockdown on games, but how China has become the big market now. Like, if you want to make the crazy money, get your game in China. But it turns out that's harder to do than everyone thought. And now, with them cracking down on games companies and games being allowed to be sold in their part of the world, like, that's a heckin' big deal. Alright, that seems like a bad idea. Jumping back into chat, so Budget saying, I want to stream Dad all to myself. Osborne is willing to unsaddle one of his sacks. Wait! Feckin' wait! Tika is asking, do I play many TTRPGs? TTRPGs? My brain's gone completely blank on that term. The answer is probably yes, because if it's got RPG after it, then the answer is usually yes with me. Oh, tabletop. I don't play as many tabletop RPGs as I should. If any of you have met Baron Sheep, Baron Sheep comes in here quite a lot, and Baron Sheep has been awesome. Has offered me a spot on his Shadowrun campaign as a standalone in one of his D&D setups, and I love playing tabletop stuff. Though at the moment I have, I guess, a commitment fear, because I'm so worried that I'm not going to be able to be a returning character. That, yeah. I support the heck out of it, you know what I'm saying? Zergonos is adding, Kate reminded me a lot of the awesome women who run their philosophy department. Well, that's way cool. Ha! Remember when those guys used to be scary. Give those guys just enough time to get up before... Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Do some cheeky levelling. Oh, so Kika, as Mr. Ghost and Peeps are pointing out, we do have a couple of games going on at the moment in the Longship. One of them's a Star Wars RPG. I think one of them's D&D. Like, there's a lot of good groups. There is no official Longship game currently, so you do not need to worry about being in or out of the cool kids group. One of the cool things about the Longship is that there's a lot of stuff that goes on that is not directly, all about Will. It's not just the my stupid face show. There's a fair wedge of my stupid face. Just like there's a fair wedge of that werewolf all over the backdrop. Music plays, don't fear the Reaper. Feckin' Reaper. Mr. Ghost ran a Warhammer 40k one-shot. Was that in the run-up to PAX? Because I know you were asking me about it, and I wasn't able to support it proper, but I do want to. And where was that other feckin' place we were hanging out? Ow! No! Was it down this way? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh! Not today, Satan. Not today. Kika says, I'm a full-time student then. The entirety of my tabletop gaming is via streamed games. And that's okay. There will be a time later on where you'll have, hopefully because of your studenting or because of some other reason. I'm just going to turn vibrate off because that's wrecking me. Vibration off. I'm just like, I did that QTE kill and the pad went ballistic and my hand's like, yo, I'm still fecked, right? I'm like, I'm sorry, my appendages, my drunk ass keeps doing you a damage. Ah. I bet nothing bad's down here. Oh, there's that bloke. He wants a bag of dirt. Wait, hang on. Hey up, mate! How do I... Okay. Okay, rolling might be tricky. Come at me, bro. I'll fucking wreck yous! Yeah, I am not going to be able to do any bosses like this. Oh, why do you all put up with me again? I forget. So, jumping back into chat. Budget's asking, can someone please tell me that learning the Reach framework will get me a job? Put a lot of work into it, and life is scary right now. Well, Budget, what I can tell you is, I don't know if you were around for the interview with the team that made this, Scar Studios, but they actually made this in XNA. And I mean currently in XNA. What they said was it's a free variant of XNA, but something that is typically considered to be very dead by the industry, and they went ahead and used it, so I would say there's no such thing as useless knowledge in that regard, if you can turn it into a thing. Okay, those skeletons take 2 hits. I might be in trouble. They also make a cute little whack sound when I smash them. Get stuffed! Aye, mate, you're a skeleton. I'm a feckin' wreck, yes. With me upside down abilities, I'm a wreck, yes. I do like this though. If you notice, it's basically walking us through the area we're going to be going to. I'm just going to find that thing that turns me upside down again. Oh, there we go. Bats? Maybe bats. There we fucking go. Oh, that is disgusting. That is gross. That dude just coughs up an egg and then hatches that egg in front of you because of reasons. Brilliant. Great. That's not horrendous at all. What are you doing to me? Whew. Budget reactors. Mr. Ghost is saying that reactors still used all over, so that's brilliant. Great Odo's like, best monster because egg. Oh, can't climb up there. Alright, let's explore this horrendous underground subterranean area. What's the worst that can happen? I've busted me hand. I swear I had some incredibly long-winded point that I want to discuss with you all. Don't stack it, don't stack it. Please don't be a mimic. Haggard. Ooh. That looks really cool. What? How come we can't wear that? Class 1 light armor. God darn it. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to go spend that point on Class 1 light armor. Yeah, Prolo, I was going to be the Ginger Samurai, and now they're not letting me. That's alright, Prolo, I'm going to get it set up. I mean... I've kind of been a classically trained weeb for a while, so I feel like I've earned this. Beadora says you're just not stylish enough for it. I could be, Beadora. I could be. I could have been a contender. Haze Shift says, what kind of samurai walks on the ceiling? One with very little regard for the laws of physics, apparently. But it's alright, I'm almost to the point where I can level again, so there we go. But some more light armor is not a terrible idea. Because I think we're working towards the Great Axe, yeah. Yeah! Theodora says, wouldn't it not be a ninja that walks on the ceiling? I think it's how you walk on the ceiling. A samurai would kind of stroll on the ceiling, you know, very, very openly about, yep, I'm defying your gravities, that's what I'm doing. Ow! Feck, I was looking at chat and I got shot in the face. Ooh, have a little drinky drink there. Oh, he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. Oh, that hurt. You're trying to turn me into some kind of like gigantic. Oh, feck a duck. Come here, come here. There we go. That's what we were after. I'm pretty sure I managed to unlock somewhere else that had like a really cool area, but now I'm very lost. So I'm going to level up again, get some light armor, dress like a ninja. It'll be great. Level up. Let's get that stuff. Oh. Prolo says, I've seen someone in a LARP system with a full suit of plate and a giant hammer. Yeah. Though, I think he was in the militia guild. We had one bloke, I can't remember his character name, but we all just called him Clank, because he wore plate mail, and plate mail clanks. So every time Clank Crusher's like here in chat chilling and illing, I always think of Clank. The Tree of Skills. So there's Class 2 Heavy Armor. There's the... wow, we were just blitzing through that. Alright, so where's Light Armor? There's Heavy. Oh, god damn it. Don't tell me Light Armor's like hidden away in some deep forest. Why you gotta be so cruel? Feckin' Light Armor when? Good! I don't want Heavy. I had to tell some cats off today, and I just indulged my... There we go. Damn it! Gain 1 point in whips. It seems that you can level up your ability to work in progress. So, two-handed sword and great swords, or... Actually, I should go swords, because that's more strength. And then... So, sword, hunter. Hunter gives me willpower, though. Bow gives me dex. Ugh, decisions. So Budget's saying, guys, I'm not being controversial here, but is there many people in LARP who are very high on weed? Because I could really get into that, but like most things I could enjoy sober. Well, obviously naming no names, because in the UK, marijuana usage is still illegal. However, hypothetically, if there were a group of people that did such a thing, and they were a part of that system, it would probably be in a very safe environment. I can't speak for American LARP systems because the only ones I've been to are dry systems. But at least in the UK, at the Lorien Trust one, which I went to a lot, you're allowed to drink like a Mother Hubbard. And I frequently did. Alex says, can you level up your ability to level up? Yeah, I can. It's called... I can't think of an end to this joke. Also, Alex! What ho, friend? How goes it? We've been having a feckin' splendid day. We had Kate Edwards on. We talked about, like, some super cool hot topics earlier today, and it was awesome. Yeah. Fine. I'll go for class 1. Because I want some style. But then, how far am I away from... more... who am I kidding? I can always get more. Alright. We'll want some tiny strength. So what I'll do is I'll go... Sword Fighter, because that gives us 1 more point of strength. And then... Hunter, and then next level we can get more light armor. Can we upgrade anything? Oh! Isocrid! Firstly, congratulations, saying they finally beat a tempered Kirin. Congratulations, yo! But also, feckin' thank you for the donation. That is super awesome. As I'm sure you all know, I'm sure you are sick to the back teeth of me saying, but I am sincerely appreciative of all donations. The battle in Triplicate has not yet been won. The war in Triplicate rages ever onwards. And I'm only able to keep at it because, yo, you lot look after me. So, a heckin' load of thank yous. Also, I'm going to upgrade my hammer because I can. Warhammer becomes Warhammer 1, the Warhammering. Warham with a vengeance. Someone left their sack there. That's just rude. Crowbeak with Nippon Warham Fighters! I mean, my hand's fecked, so there's no way I'll be able to play it, but the Gundam Breakers game just came out on Steam, and I want it. I don't even seen it. It's a Gunpla combat game, and that's entirely my jam. And supposedly the way it works is you get... you unlock different bits of different Gundams, so you can build your own custom setup. So, I'm hoping that I can build a variant of Barbarous from Iron-Blooded Orphans, but without the stupid empty hole torso. Ah, but then you might lose the tail later. Ah, decisions. Budget's also saying, great Warhammer lore videos on LT from Lucian. Got me mad into it. Lucian's good people. I haven't actually, I haven't hung out with him in heckin' ages, but he used to be at a lot of events and stuff before his YouTube stuff really took off, and he was always super cool. Or at least he was always super cool to me. I can't comment onto the strength of his character. coming up. Ha! Sorry. This is how Will gets himself killed, is by becoming confident and cocky. Jump up. There is a secret. Interesting. Well, now, where does that secret take her? Ah, no! Mysterious cleric steals your money again because he's a bastard. A budget. So I know Lucian. Okay, to know someone is a great claim, but I hung out with him way back when he was doing a lot of the EGX stuff. I think that's where I met him. Back when EGX was still in London, and I'm pretty sure Lucian did some TW stuff. Or maybe I was following him because I wanted to get him doing some TW stuff. I can't remember now. But oh. Oh, that could have gone much worse. Ooh, frozen doll. I'm pretty sure that's good. Fucking bats, man. This is why I'm enjoying this hammer. You know what isn't a problem when you've got a gigantic hammer? Bats. Bats. Batman, Jeff Batman. Isocrid, thank you for clipping that one. So Isocrid, once again, like, congratulations on beating the Tempered Kirin. Like, I haven't even got to the point where I can do those. I really want to play some Monster Hunter World at the moment, but... Oh, you son of a bad word. I really want to play some Monster Hunter World at the moment, but I don't think I'm quite up to scratch with me busted hand. So, yeah. Oh, stewed with Bat Masterson. Right. Zeragudnos says, I want a temple at the end of the game that is fancier the more money the cleric has taken from you. Oh, that would be funny as feck. That, even though he's taking a lot of monies from you, it's being used to build, like, a temple. Why do you fight against the inevitable? You know I'll get you. You're an archer. That makes you a bad word. Oh, feck it. Where are my souls at? Well, there's no point using the nullifiers elemental imbalance. Halves the focus usage and fatigue, increases willpower, increases endurance. Arcane defense. Alright. Salt Seeker's Ring. Where are you at? Where you is where it's at. You can't beat that with a bat. Bad Boy Slim said that. Isocrid says, your souls are going to be where the fall began. Cool. Go up there. The Prolo saying Dan Jones has it on his PC now. He does. And everyone was playing yesterday, and I'm just like, I'm there with my William Burke in hand, being like, Sherry! Well, it wasn't actually like that. It was more like, ow, my hand hurts a lot. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to join the merry band on their Monster Hunter excursion, so I was a little bit sad yesterday. It did not help my mood, most certainly, but it's just how it is. Second batsman. Batsman. Jeff Batsman. Bundle of... Ooh, Stone Mage and a bundle of salt. Cool. that could have gone very badly. God, I love being able to kill these things in one. Remember them terrorising me only hours ago. Morbid Wisp. When you're the mage, elemental imbalance is the thing that's going to be the thing you have to balance. Otherwise, if you ever do things like fire or lightning, you're going to die pretty fast if you have a storm ring. Okay. I'm not really the magic sort, you know what I mean? The only thing that's magical about my character is his alcohol tolerance. Oh! Oh! Raptor visor? Of course, level 1 light armor. Bugger. Hammer man, hammer. Alright, come on, Belchy. Come on, Belchy. Heh, Belchy missed. How come I haven't been up there? Seems like prime will kind of place. Need some red grass. Not quite enough to level up. Let's not use the bundle of salt just yet. You want to be a woodsmith? Nah, I'm good, mate. I am good. Oh. Oh. Nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I got this. I got this. Oh, dear lord. Isocrid's like, why wood when we have iron? We are the Iron Lords. What was that? Oh, it's a grey pearl. Handy. Leather gear. Can I pop that on? What is it? It's heavy armor. Or it's a bit more Viking than our usual, but decisions. No, you know what? I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it light. Keeping it breezy. Oh. Oh. Oh, here we go. This is Demon Town. Any more for any more? And I think it's the area around here in the Sunken Keep where we've got all the cool stuff. I knew you little bad words were coming out. Oh. Isocrid says, have you received their brand yet? I received the one that lets me hopping down all around the place. Here we go. Looking for companionship? That's very direct, sir. Very direct indeed. Right. Budget says, any opinions on the Styx Goblin franchise? Actually, Budget, those are on the list of games to play, but I want to pick a week where we can do of Orcs and Men. Sorry, yeah. Is it of Orcs and Men? Before we do the Styx Shadows games. Because they're an interesting little title series, but the latest one had a really big press push before launch, and I've heard nothing about it after. So I don't know. TLDR, yes. So Torque's Ear, Blade Wraith's Rib. Sheffer, thank you kindly for the follow, yo. As I'm sure you have all been told by every other streamer about this place, follows are sincerely appreciated because they do help. I really should have put guides in everywhere. Need something smithing? It's a kaleidoscope, innit? A Spartan sword. Powerful thing for a blacksmith to be able to sell. Alright, so you need a little bit more to level up to get that nice new light armor. If I remember rightly, that's just a one-way run, so I'm going to leave that. And just continue murdering some things. Alright, Greenfire says, thank you for the stream, Will. Have fun smithing. I shall indeed. Greenfire, have a lovely day. And it was super cool hanging out with us, yo. I'm just glad everyone enjoyed talking to Kate as much as I hoped, because she's a super inspirational person. Oh, fucking bad word. Meanwhile, on the Demon Bridge, Will was getting destroyed. Thankfully, he had a hearty bread roll. Pretty bloody good, those things, if I do say so myself. Get stuffed! Zeragonos says, time to go make dinner. Will, listen to your hand if it needs a break. Well, we're hoping it's not actually had a break. We're hoping it's just very, very injured. I've been assured that I would be in, like, it's stupid amounts of agony if it were broken, so I'm just trying not to worry. Because Crowbeak, I'm disappointed that either I didn't see someone make that joke before you, or that you are the first bird to make it. But Crowbeak said, forgive me if someone asked this already, but does having a busting hand make you salty? If by salty you mean full of pain, then yes. Also, I kicked this jester's ass first time. I'm so proud of that. First time every time, right? Every time. First time every time. Totally. Get us that hearty bread roll. I think this was where we went to go get mystical clown powers, wasn't it? I think. Affect this table and chairs! No, this just led it back to where we were. Okay. I'm just going to go get a cheeky level up as well, because did anyone see any demons? I didn't see any demons. I think they're meant to be demons in this area, but I just didn't spot any. Oh well. Maybe they took them out. Maybe they got patched out. Yep, nah. I'm not seeing any. None at all. I mean, I assumed there were going to be some demons in this area. It's very, very demonic, but, you know, I guess even demons are going to take some time off. That's fair. Beodora says, game idea. Revenge of the Woodsmiths, where barrel makers potters unite to hunt down adventurers, especially the tiny green one in the shirt that keeps wrecking their merch. Well, to Beodora, I put a philosophy to you. I put a potential idea to you. It's essentially, racketeer or racketeur, whatever the you have to run an item shop game is, but you're specifically selling barrels, pots, like breakable merchandise. Racketeer. Thank you, Crowbeak. Specifically with the goal. No, don't use the D-pad with the other hand. That's too far. Okay, so now we get some level 1 light armor. Yes. And let's see what we can do. So if we offer a stone mage, reach the maximum number of villagers. That's annoying. Can't get rid of him. Okay. The black robes of a shunned assassin. Slightly heavier. But not by much. A crimson tabard. No, God no. Yeah, open shirt. That's totally my style. Oh God no. We're going to go back to the rogue's gloves on that one. And how is the Hakama heavier than a pair of pants? But yeah, you can all see my pasty white chest from here. There we go. The Great Odo says, if I had a shop, I'd just sell mimics. Oh. Reflective, what ho friend? How goes it? I got some fancy new clothes. Yeah! Beadora with, ooh, too revealing for Twitch. Brolo saying the Hakama is surprisingly heavy. May have one. That's fair. That's fair. Right, time to go use my upside down powers for good or ill. Let me just explore this general area a bit more. Go from column A, go from column B. The Prolo is saying they did kendo for a while, so they do have a reason to own one. Oh, just like I had a reason to own those 2 demons, am I right? Up high. Up high for me because my hand's busted. Blamf! Blamf! I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't see your demonic face because it was separated from the rest of your demonic torso. Reflective says, hands busted. Yeah, I busted my right hand on Sunday night. I spent yesterday feeling very sorry for myself and hoping and praying it wasn't broken. It doesn't appear to be broken. At current assessment, I do not have a broken hand. Really hoping that assessment stays true. Really hoping on that one. The Stooge is asking, how did you bust your hand? Let me just say this. It was a very late night. It was a very good night. It was a drinking beers at stupid o'clock in the morning. Kind of good night. A couple of individuals who have lurked here in chat with us a few times came out to Georgetown with me. So we did the pinball museum. Well, not pinball. We did the pinball bar in Georgetown for a little bit, and then after that, yeah, we just kind of. Oh, baby, a triple! Sorry. I think we did this one already, did we? Maybe? 4. Congratulations, Bob. Fluff on that shot is going to cost you. Reflective asking, did you wake up next to someone named Chelsea wearing a tutu and smelling of strawberry jam? I did not. It was not one of those nights. But... well, I've had some wake up in strange places nights, you know what I'm saying? Beadora saying, that sounds very specific there. Suspiciously so. Suspiciously specific. Trying to trip me up there. But, okay, I might have busted my hand, but, I've got hobnobs. So, stuff the world, everything is alright. And, as I was saying earlier, like, we had Kate Edwards on the show today, and she was a feckin' badass guest, and we had a great time. So, yeah. So, I'm super happy with today. So, Digital Seator says, RSI is a tricky thing to work around or inside of nerves being slowly strangled. Yeah. So, Clank, it's not RSI. It is, I think it's safe to say it's, Will needs to maybe not drink quite so much and get into mischief. Oh, Bandits Pass. This is new. And we've been to the tail end of Bandits Pass, but... there's so many traps up here. What do people in this town do apart from lay traps on things? And put bats everywhere. Fucking bats, man. Ooh. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that sounds cool. I'm still so in love with the art style of this. Amethyst hood! Huh. My only weakness. Blocking. Oh, and being stabbed. My other weakness is being stabbed. Thankfully, I have the healing powers of the hearty bread roll. Alright, come here, you bastard. I'll have another one of those bread rolls, thank you. Oh, he survived. That is 2 hits he survived already. He survived 3 hits from the hammer? Might be in trouble around this area, one and all. We might be in over our heads. And by we, I mean me. Says Will, pressing ever onwards. Digital seahorse. Can you tactical bread roll? Oh, nom 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 nom. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. Prolo says in block caps, Will, you have to wear all the things you just found. Alright, fine. Oh, would you look at that? Non-gendered clothing. It's not hard, video games. It's not hard. Sorry. I'll try to stay off my horse, no matter how high it might be. I do get very grumpy about that sometimes. GG Seahorse says, but his beautiful red hair! And yeah, I was nude for a second. You nearly saw some flesh that hasn't seen the light of day in a long time. Oh, feck. I've still got the feckin' Hammerman theme stuck in my head. Why did MC Hammer get a Saturday morning cartoon? What was someone huffing when they're like, you know what? You know who really needs to be an animated crime fighter using the power of music? MC Hammer. He has 2 magical talking shoes. I'm not even making this up. Hey, Narcissus! What, oh friend? How goes it? Speaking of... Oh, me face. Oh, I felt that. Oh. Feck these tables, feck these chairs, feck these barrels. Ow! Feck that thing as well. Feck these pots. Feck that pot. Feck these pots also. Looks like I must have been down here before, because there's the empty sack of some goodies. Interesting. Interesting. Go up the ladder. Where are we? Where the bloody hell are we? We're not at the beginning, because that's a different layout. Oh, I know where we are. Right, so we got to use that to cross the bridge. Nice. But first, how about a little bit of vengeance, shall we? I owe you bad words some serious payback. Feck. It seems that the justice was not for them, but for me. Oh, Alex pointing out, keeping those Coopers in business, or those barrel makers. Yeah, now the salt is real. I'm in a sanctuary. I've got salt. Let's do this. I've got such a mission back. Oh. Yeah, let me tell you what spy is getting slain. It's this one. Oh. Oh, that was surprisingly painful. So, to those of you that have just joined us, what ho, friends? How goes it? As I said, unfortunately, like a massive stupid, I injured myself on Sunday while drinking. Reminding myself that drinking can sometimes be a full contact sport. Much like it was for that guy's face. Say no to demons. Stop it. There we go. Let that be a lesson to you. What's left of you. Mr. Ghost saying, drinking can be a full contact sport. I'm no expert, but I think you do drinking wrong. Or I do drinking very, very right. Great Odo says, why do monsters want your salt? Just curious. I guess it's the cost of salt more than anything else. Is it this way? No, it is this way. Come on down to Banded Pass. Meet some friends of mine. Ow! Heck! Actually, you know what? I'm going to eat a hearty bread roll. Now, I wonder... Is Fighty Bloke still here? Or is Fighty Bloke... Ah, okay. So Fighty Bloke is a regular... So Fighty Bloke is a regular bad guy. He's not like one of the knights. That is very interesting. Sorry. Just wanted to confirm that. Because I've got an itchy nose, jumping back into chair. Crowbeak says, fun fact, historically, salt was very valuable because it was hard to come by. Yes! The term worth your salt comes from... Ow! I deserved that. I won't even lie, I deserved that. Hup. 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 Ha! Missed me. Oh, yes, there's this guy. I'm just going to have a couple red shards. I knew he was going to do that, and yet did not dodge. Where was I? Oh yes, I was wondering what's going on with your good selves. Tell me tales of your Tuesdays. Because to be frank, like, aside from going out on the lash on Sunday, like, things have been pretty quiet with me, yo. It's not been... There's nothing terrible, but there's nothing super bad. I might actually have a bread roll. Oh, you are a fast bad word. Okay, I got my souls back. My salt. Oh, and some drowned ears. Did you want any drowned ears? Got a bunch of drowned ears. Sorry, that was for my amusement. I do apologise. So jumping back into chat so I can look at the wonderful responses. And also murder that bloke. So... Prolo says you did the hammer justice, right? Well, yeah, I did. Reflective made 150 bucks on the stock market. That's feckin' cool. There's a part of me that wishes I'd gotten into that sphere of finance, because I wonder if there's a very video game mentality that might allow one to do well in that space, but that's not the question. Meow Kitty Sakura saying they finished up the phone interview. Now it's no a matter of waiting to hear back. That's sometimes the hardest part. So, we're all with you in support, Meow Kitty Sakura. Stooge says, that feeling when you don't want to be an ass and re-ask a question, but you really want to know an opinion. I might have just missed your question, Stooge. So, Alex says, I got a jury summons. Yay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I was reading that if you live far enough away from the catchment area of your jury summons, you get put up in a really nice hotel. So that's something. Odo said, most of it feeling bleh. Haven't been eating too well, and to be honest, it's on me. Also, tearing my room apart to reorganise and allocating ants. What is this, a room for ants? But I know what you mean, Odo. I mean, I don't know if you live alone, but I found it very difficult when I was. What I really need to do sometimes was make sure that I ate much better than I was, because it improves my mood, but because my mood was so foul, I wasn't looking after myself proper. I'm never going to get tired of doing that. Are you sad? Good! Used the bronze key. Oh! Okay, but what if? Outlaw Great Hacks. A two-handed axe wielded by opportunistic bandits. Done. Well, it's not like I can even parry with my hand busted, so feck it. Cool, that item's real cool. Oh! Just need to get it leveled up, and then we are ready to kick ass. Castle of Storms. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. No, Will, that's a Song of Storms. You're right, Bell End. Nope. I'm good. I'm good. You see him? See that guy? You see him? How about no? Whoa! He's gonna crush me, isn't he? See if we can find a sanctuary first. Beg your pots. Ugh. Ow! That was such... Yes! Though I got a great shield, so that's cool. Kind of great. Lightning Barrage! Oh, it's a trap. It's a magic trap. That's where the little stone was on the floor. Now we learned a thing. Jumping back into chat, Rise Moose says, sending off an email to see if anyone has any advice, help on another job application. Stooge was saying, the question is, do you think it would be a disservice if all of the enemies in the area is already beaten had their difficulty tied to your character progression level? Now, this could be preference over good design. I personally think that having enemies leveled to the scale of your characters kind of incentivizes against playing the game good and proper. That's rude. So I'm usually against it, Stooge. But that's, again, that's more my preference than necessarily the correct or the right. Ow. Ow! God, we've got to find that sanctuary soon or I'm fecked. The salt and the effect. Oh! Alright, you know what? We're just going to drink 3 of these red shards and we're just going to have a good time. Granada! The Imp and Crest Ring. Nice. Sounds super cool. Let's see what that does. Increases your defense against fire damage. Yeah, I'll take that for now. I'm going to fucking need it. Come on. Oh, and the Prolo was heading out. I do apologise, Prolo. Lovely to see you. And I hope today was good, yo. Oh, that hurt my knees. I'm out of tactical bread rolls. This is the problem. Until we find a shrine or something, I am fecked. And not in a polite, consensual manner. So... yeah, I need to level up my big axe to be able to use that with some proper agency. Oh, sorry, a little bit of a headache there. I do apologise. But going back onto Stooge's point about enemies that level alongside your character, it's one of the things that really killed Oblivion for me, because it didn't make it feel as if my achievements... I felt that I was at a disadvantage because... I was levelling up. So... I think that's one of the reasons why it was one of the ones I look. Up awaits a merchant friend. Piss off, giant shield. Bad word. And while I understand the theory that if you can keep your enemies scaled to the difficulty of your player, that's real cool. The problem is in a game like this where leveling is... So that guy's an assassin. And now we know. Oh, that hurt. I feel it undermines a large amount of progression, a large amount of victory that the player can feel having, you know, worked hard and gotten themselves to a difficult part of the game. Isocrid says, do you want to know how to get the Sanctuary? I might actually take you up on that offer, dude. Because we've got a lot of salt. Oh, for some reason now I've got bread cravings. But what have I got? Do I want red vines? I don't want red vines. I'm going to have... I'm not going to have a hobnob because I'll spill them everywhere, but I am going to have a chocolate-covered slice of mango while chatting to you lovely folks. The Drango forgives. The Drango lives. Isocrid says, do you have horns or bells? That's a very personal question, Isocrid. The answer, however, is yes. I mean, it's going to take me far, far away, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Right, back to the sunken keep. Oh. Ah. I'm actually failing to open this bag. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. That was... I felt that. I felt that. Alright. So, what in the heck are we talking about? Oh yes, Rise of Moose saying, design-wise, the ability to go back and grind easier areas can actually be important. An important way to get yourself out of gears of builds that aren't actually working for you. And I really liked Dark Souls 3 removing leveling from armor, allowing you to experiment with different builds, different equipment, made me really happy. Oh, and Beadora's going to crash. So, a good night to you, Beadora. I've got a dark chocolate-covered piece of Drango, and I'm pretty happy. I'm sore, but not so sore enough as to stop playing games with you all, so, yeah. Stooge is adding, my only other complaint about FFT... FFT? My brain's completely failing to pass that, but they're adding that it made it nearly impossible to get past the later areas if you grind on hard. I feel one of the things that's great about grinding in games... Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, Vic. How can a game be so brilliant and so obnoxious simultaneously? I played so much of that. I love Final Fantasy Tactics and I hate it with equal measure. So, my feels on that, with games that let you grind, essentially let you put in time to overcome challenge, and I like that. Like, I like that feeling of, you know, spending some time leveling up a character, spilling chocolate on your jeans. Wow, that's not coming out. Brilliant. Stained. I like that feeling of working my ass off to have super badass characters. I love it, especially in the Fire Emblem series. It's rewarding for me. As you've seen when we're playing this, I'm not the best Soulsian player. Regular Dark Souls, I can barely time my parries. So I create builds that are interesting, and builds that allow me to do interesting things. And that makes me happy. Oh, Stooge is saying, sadly now as my question's being asked, I have to go. Well, Stooge, it's been cool hanging out with you regardless, yo. Go, do the things you need to. I'll probably still be here when you come back, unless my hand gives up on me, in which case, who knows. Ah, feck it, let's do it. Let's do a big old bag of salt, a whole satchel of the thing. BAM! So much salt. Mr. Ghost gets me. Parry? Who needs parry? The best defense is a good offense! Wait, what game were we playing where someone said, the best defense is a good defense? God damn it, how's that dropped out of my brain? That was brilliant. God darn it, what game was that? I mean, I'm spoilt that I hang out with you all enough that I have to question. Alright, some of that light armor nonsense, we can come back to that. Willpower and stamina, and then Heavy Mace Fighter 3. Some people say Mace Fighter 3 was one of the better games in the series, and I'd have to agree. Artistically, it was definitely the best. And, you know, Mace Fighter 4's move to 3D as a mechanic, I think, was ill-advised. Oh, Meow Kitty Sakura, it was the messenger. Well, rhymes with Moose, I think, was the first person to say it. It was the messenger. God, that game was fun. There's no way I'm going to be able to play that with a busted hand. Like, I'll level with you. I'm currently playing at my maximum amount of skill. Where's the thing that says how much damage I do with each weapon? Ah, interesting. So the Great Axe actually scales better with strength, but also with dex. Interesting. So in theory, once we level up this blade, we'll be able to do more with it. Cool. Fallen Mystic, I'm late to the party here. What did you do to your hand? I got drunk, and now it's not working right. Yesterday, I'll level with you, I was feeling very sorry for myself, and my hand looked like William Birkin's arm, you know, like a giant eyeball. It's still swollen as fuck, but it's not too bad, but you can kind of see. I got... Look, I got that much mobility in it. I'm not doing terribly. Crowbeak says, ways to bust your hand. 1, get drunk. 2, question mark, question mark. 3, ow. Anyway, it's all good. I'm not telling you lovely folks for sympathy or nonsense. Got anything good for us? No. Clank saying phase 3 is profit. Oh wait, this is the bit that doesn't go anywhere, isn't it? Feck. Why do you lot keep me around again? But yeah, Fallen, it seems to be mostly over the Pinky. The Pinky, like, this area here took the brunt of whatever impact resulted in it. It's not in screaming agony, so it's not broken. It's just swollen like a mother hubbard. That's probably going to hurt for a while. But Digital Seahorse says, give bits to pay for x-rays. I'll be fine. Though I would feel shame as a minor action if I had to ask you all to donate so I could get my hand x-rayed. I need to get my shit together much more. Someone was informing me that if I played up the fact that I have no fixed abode... Oi, get off this. That's like bad. If I played up the fact that I have no fixed abode, I might actually be able to get it done. Interesting. So the axe is better at close range. Did not expect that. Have you just seen someone tear 2 demons asunder? You know what? Maybe don't fire that bow. Maybe just admit this is a bad idea. Ow! Just admit you might be in over your depth and let it go. Just let it go. Follow Mystic says, I did something like that last December. It's called the Boxer's Break. Oh, don't tell me. Don't say break. Don't say break. Meow Kitty Sakura saying, really hope I can watch tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is Let It Die. God, I hope my hand's up for that. I mean, I'm doing it whatever. We are not skipping out on this. Let It Die is a game that I love wholeheartedly. I love its style. I love its flavour. I don't think Let It Die is going to be a game that we necessarily play through to completion because it would take us a long, long time to get there. I'm not saying it wouldn't be worth it. It's just... And Crowbeak saying, so what I'm hearing is you're not going to let it die, die, die. Okay. I'm going to tell you this fact, like, probably 8 times this week. But did you know that every song in the Let It Die soundtrack is called Let It Die? I'm just so happy it exists. Like, they got a bunch of Japanese musicians and commissioned them all to make a song for the soundtrack, which is why every song is called Let It Die. Yeah, Meow Kitty Sakura says, I finally want to see Uncle Death. Oh, Uncle Death's so cool. Uncle Death believes in you. Like, that's what's so great about him. Uncle Death wants you to do well. I need the reach here. Crowbeak saying, so it's Let It Die by the artist. Let It Die by the artist. I think I know what you mean, and I think the answer is yes, question mark? Those jumping attacks hurt. there's this asshole. Oh, weird a bin. I was totally past this. Oh. Budget says, lads, talking with genuine Maori on Discord. Really interesting. That's way cool. I mean, Budget, I only really learnt about that kind of culture from individuals like that out in New Zealand, and it's really fascinating. I don't know if we discussed this earlier with the whole like cultural representation in games, but it's one of the things I find super cool. Is that in games we can kind of represent cultures like that without a lot of the bad. Did you else notice how many? A lot of dead blokes around here, I tell thee. Oh, cool! He's got the same hammer as me. Well, that's just rude. Didn't expect me to be so bloody fast. Yeah! Get wrecked! I am clearly the most invincible person who ever played this game. And now I'm on fire. No, no, I don't mean that figuratively. I mean, I'm literally burning. Ooh, got a light vessel. No idea what that is. Come on, Flaming Skull. I know you're up there. Thank you. Ow. Have that hearty bread roll. Yeah, you might be a high-speed, fast assassin, but I've got a fecking hammer. Sack of salt, stone blacksmith. Feck your pots, feck your pots. No, I mean it, feck your pots. Come on. I know I only killed one skull. Where you at? For some reason I've now got to see my vest stuck in my head. Do the skull dance! Do. Skulls! I miss Metal Gear Solid 5. There's that whole bit whenever anyone posted anything on Twitter, the response was always now featuring the Skulls unit. That made me laugh a lot. Also, that guy was just not prepared. Alright, now can I do this without getting myself wrecked? Our survey says no. What's for dinner? It's victory! Ah, door's locked. God, I am just... It's like I've defaulted back to what Will plays in pretty much most Soulsian game. Two-handed weapon, crushing skulls, having fun. Not going to risk it for a biscuit. Let's see if we can find the sanctuary first. Aw. Hey friendo, how you doing? You made it! Look at this view. Stunning, isn't it? I mean, it would be if I could bloody see anything, I'd tell me. Later! Oh, cool. That's really cool. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I do apologise. Yay! I claim this sanctuary in the name of our people! Woohoo! Free bread rolls! Alright, now we've got a guide. Yes! Cool. So a guide. We want a blacksmith. Maybe a merchant? And then we can decide if we want a leader or not later. And we can level up. Wonderful! Wonderful! Rhymes is saying, would the axe be better for those enemies? The animation seems shorter. I think you're right. I just didn't think of it at the time. So I'll try and remember that one for later. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. For you lot, that is what I strive to do. Heavy mace fighter 3. Alright, so we need 3 points. Right, so we might be hanging and farming around here for a while, which gives me time for another Drango. A dark chocolate covered Drango, no less. Oh. And Rhymes and Moose with, your best is all we can ask for. I see what you did there. What you did there? I saw it. Oh. I'm gonna buy a case of salt. Might not be a bad shout, because I'm not... Actually, I guess this is an ISO-crewed friendo question. Like... Alright, I mean, I might as well buy the lantern charm. But... Like, what should I be saving cash for? Because every time we die, we're losing a lot of money. Okay, so save gold for consumable items or the blacksmith. I'll take it. See, I need more locks of hair. I do not know where to purchase those from, but soon. Soon. Please to be a mimic. Please to be a mimic. Not a mimic. Ooh, and a hunter's tricorn. Not asked to be on fire. Oh! Whoever said use the axe was onto a great idea there. When you go up and right, there's a hidden guy. He sells locks of hair and other upgrade mats, but they're expensive. I think those go gold. Okay. Well, anyway, now we can travel between this place and the other. Aren't you an asshole? He lived just long enough to teleport and kill himself. Good work. Good work! So I know we've chatted a lot about this before, but the thing I was going to ask you lot is, in terms of guests, is there anyone that we've not had on the show that you'd like to see? Because so far, can we like that? No. Because so far, we've had a lot of different people from a lot of different disciplines, and that's been a larger portion of my goal. Hey, what-ho, Caffeine, how goes it? I don't think I want to be here. This seems like a bad idea. Caffeine was saying the guest today was too awesome. Yeah, Kate's awesome. Although I will admit, the first time I saw her Indiana Jones outfit, I thought it was the bloke from Spelunky. Equally impressive. Because she had the golden statue, which I now associate with Spelunky because I'm just that guy. You lit the bonfire! Sorry. So yeah, it was awesome having Kate on, and it's nice to be able to talk about those kinds of topics in both an informed but in a passionate way. You know what I mean? What is going on here? Why do I feel like I'm getting myself into trouble? Oh yes, because I'm usually getting myself into trouble. Digital's asking, have you had Loading Ready Run on yet? I haven't. I guess I wouldn't have thought to ask them because now I'm essentially in the same wheelhouse. It feels a little bit, I don't know, rude, is that the right word? But I'd love to have them on. At some point, I need to take Kathleen and Graham up on their offer of coming up to their neck of the woods and saying, like, oh, crap in a handbag. Well, so you know where this ends badly. And I am dead! Whew. I lost 1,900 gold there. Oh, Rhyme's asking how I'm going to worm my way out of this one. Oh, although, supposedly the secret trader is beneath here. So once Isocrit is back in a second, I'll ask how we get to this mysterious individual. Although we're probably going to be face rolling that dragon a few times, so if I can spend my cash first, that'll be perfect. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. The T-Bird's been sneaking up on me today. But yeah, if people are down for Lur as guests, I can certainly ask them. I've been trying to keep it to games industry stuff, but also, I mean, Lur's been doing Checkpoint now for donkey's years, so I think there's an angle there, most certainly. Caffeine saying no word on dates yet, by the way. Ugh. I mean, Caffeine, I can probably leave it another couple days before I need to like lock in a plan. So let me know. And okay, I don't need to lock in a plan, but I think I'll try and do it this week to keep my sanity. For those that don't know, Caffeine and I might be going to... Well, I'm going to TwitchCon because you all said I'm going to TwitchCon. And once again, thank you all for your feckin' rad donations in that space. Caffeine and I might be doing a road trip down there, which would be heckin' cool. Ice says, my bad. The merchant is on the roof after the boss. Bugger. Alright. This boss might be more than my than my hand can handle, so if you hear me cursing, I am so sorry. But it's time to smash a dragon in the Gabba. Alright, I'm wearing my fire resist ring. Alright. Let's do it. The dragon, could you just not? Like, what if you just didn't? What if you just didn't? Like, I get it. You're a dragon. So what you do. And that's cool and all. What if you didn't? Yeah! Hammer beats dragon! Busted hand! Viking beats dragon. Oh, and I got an achievement. It says the castle. Nice! Kestrel does inform me though that dragons will do, regardless of what you might want. Dragons can be so impersonal. You're right, Budget. And yeah, Isocrid and everybody, I fight for the long ship. I fight for you all. I fight for the user. McCarnan Film says, this might be niche viewing, but bring on Leals and talk motorcycles in games. I don't know if that would be super niche. Actually, I wonder how much of Lily's video game stuff they can discuss. So I'll ask him. I will give him a sensible ask. So Isocrid, where do I need to go to start spending cash? Also, how do I turn boss bits into weapons? I haven't worked that out yet. Oh, okay. Turning the right way, got to go down a little bit more. Ah, here we go. This person who's next to a literal bonfire. Oh, hello. Why am I just sitting here? I'm the best thief in the 8 kingdoms. But what can a thief do against a dragon? A dagger against Wormscale? No. So I just sit here. You've slain the dragon? Yup. Well, if you've done that, maybe someone like me can slay mighty monsters as well. You all can. A dragon's only a dragon because you can't kill it. Once you kill it, it's just a big lizard. Here, take this brand. It'll hurt, but it's a tool critical to a thief. Whoa! Shadow Flip brand. There's treasure in the heart of this island, and it's mine. Just you wait. So what does that do? Where my brands at? Do 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 do. I got my wall jump. Oh, the Impant's Charm. So the Blood Flower. What's the Blood Flower? Increases attack power. The Impant's Charm adds fire damage to your attacks. Or Flaming Axe. That's quite tasty. Yeah, I don't see you there, you ghosty little door. Brands are in the right tab of the inventory. Anyway. Either way, it's all good. We got some cool stuff, and I'm very happy about it. So now, what should we do with our newfound wall jumping powers? That's the question. Well, that might be... Oh! Oh! Inventory is big bag at the top. Oh, yes, thank you. Vertigo brand and the Shadow Flip brand. Oh, those wall jumps might be a bit much for me at the moment. So, Isocrid, lead me to our shopkeeper. So I need an alchemist. There's one in the place near the slimes. I might have a stone alchemist. We've got a stone alchemist. Stone guide. Stone leader. Stone alchemist. Cool. Are you okay, Budget? Budget saying, lads, Metroidvania games freak me out. I feel so claustrophobic. No matter when you go in your level, the Matrix is real. I am 14 and this is deep. Bless. $3K the cleric just stole from me. Good. Yeah, thankfully the candles were nearby, but still. Alright, we've got to find our stuff first. Cool, you lit it twice. Congratulations. Man. Okay. And back we go. I'm going to go find that other... the sanctuary we've been at earlier in the day. We're going to go spend our points there. Jobs are good, everybody. Jobs are good. Hey! Feckin' hell! Brace yourselves, folks, for we are under raid! Step the hecking heck back! Pirates have descended upon these very shores! Shield wall to the front! I just hit the pad off the chair. Oh god! Oh, with cries of, give us your socks! Glorious beards! My lot are desperately throwing a heart shield up as a shield wall, but there is naught that we can do against the might and the fury of the Go Pirate software stream! Hello friends, how are you all doing? To those of you that have come on over... Oh, before I get into full... so... Thor is gonna... Oh, excuse me, T-burps. Thor says, I must sleep before the night's stream. Pirates! Make sure to follow me and have a great time! Thor, go have excellent sleeps, yo. And it's super cool to see you. And we're gonna hang out at TwitchCon. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. So, all of you that have come on over... What ho, friends! It is lovely to make your acquaintance. I want to say, Yuri Doodles, thank you kindly for the follow. They are always appreciated. To those of you that have just joined us, my name is Will and it is my absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance. We are currently playing The Salt and Sanctuary. Earlier today, we had a stonkingly good guest on, and we were talking games industry. We got really into the weeds about, you know, unions and video games, the current state of stuff. The fact that Will's still angry at ArenaNet and he's not going to let that go for a while because I'm really mad at them. So yeah, we had Kate Edwards on today, and if you don't know of her, she is a hecking badass. Now we are currently playing The Salt and Sanctuary, but I'm going to level with you all. I might, hypothetically, you know, in italics, might have massively injured my right hand while I was on the lash on Sunday. And that might be impeding my ability to play games good. So, that's a thing. I want to say Avachi? Avache. Avachai. Thank you kindly for the follow. Again, follows are massively, massively appreciated. So, to those of you that were in Thor's stream, how was it today? Tell me tales of Go Pirate, because I feel like I've been... AFK from Thor stuff for feckin' ages. And that is not how I like to roll. So Luminous Gate is asking about pride stickers, which are always important. And I'm trying to remember where that bloody sanctuary is. Nope. Say no to lightning. So, I want to say Crimson Red Thread, Joby, Astral Ally, and soon to be announced Wolfbrand. Thank you all sincerely for follows. They are massively appreciated. Oh! Nix Mori said Thor revealed the title of the next game. What the fuck? What's it called? Like, we've been here. I missed this. What do we know? Tell me. I mean, whatever. I'm nonchalant and cool. Nix Mori says the game is called Kill the Moon. I'm so on board with this. You may or may not know that if it hadn't been for my issues with taxes, I was going to start a Kickstarter this year to destroy the sun. So this is entirely relevant to my interests. Entirely relevant. And, oh god, I nearly walked off to my own death there. That would have been bad. Nah. That's awesome. So, do we know anything about... How are you still here? I just killed you. Do we know anything about this title? Or has Thor just told us the title of it? Again, I need details, people. This is relevant to my interests. Luminous Gate says, here's the thing that he pinned. Okay, and this is quoted from Thor's pin from the Go Pirate Software Discord. Also, I can't imagine anyone here is not already following Go Pirate Software, but if you are not, please throw him a follow, because one, Thor does a cracking job streaming, and two, he's doing one of the best examples of live game development on Twitch that I know. Like, it beats feckin' Stress Level Zero's stuff out the water. Not necessarily on number of humans, but definitely on content. So, this is taken from there. Luminous Gate says, plans have a habit of going sideways pretty quick in space, though our friends weren't alone for long. You see, something followed them from that burnt-out world. Something ancient. Something nasty. Volume slider quickly goes down to 0 as the view pans towards a TV screen to show two figures idly watching in a trashy back alley. The pair are sitting on chunks of wood haphazardly built into chairs. Blah, 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 blah. I've heard them do this one before. What? You know about them? Everyone knows about them, dude. What do you think tech heads... What do you think, tech heads don't share ghost stories? They aren't ghosts. Ooh. Sounds really good. Yeah, so Luminous Gate, thank you for sharing that. I think that sounds entirely like at least my wheelhouse. I don't claim to speak for everyone, but... Oh, that actually hurt quite a lot there. I do apologise. Iron Imp saying, don't mean to ask you to repeat yourself, but what happened to your hand, Will? Is it on the mend? It's better than it was yesterday, so I don't think it's broken. But, yes, Will was a stupid. Will kind of hurt himself last night. Well, not last night, Sunday night while he was out on the piss. And he is paying for it at the moment. So, there we go. Also, I've just got enough stuff. So we want a stone alchemist. There we go. Because we can travel to this place anytime we want now. So, Tree of Skill. Yeah, 4 blips. More hammer damage, more axe damage. More victory. Great hammers and great axes, plus 3 points in strength. Yes! Yes! And Luminous Gate, thank you on that one. Luminous Gate saying they'll DM us the stuff. Crimson Thread saying, talking about the new game Go Pirate Software is planning after Heartbound is completed. Yeah. And, I shouldn't be excited about the game after because, like, I did a stream of Heartbound earlier in the year, which is actually how Thor and I got talking. And Thor has been both an excellent friend to me this year and also a heckin' cool example of badass game development. So it's been real cool chilling and illing, and while we did a stream on the demo of Heartbound, we did it before the content update to the demo. So there's a lot that we haven't seen over here. And we are going to do it, but I decided that I was going to save it until we hit, whatchamacallit, until we hit Chapter 1 online. And then this stream here is going to be supporting Heartbound Something Fierce. chocolate. And now, we should be able to start turning stuff. Interesting. Alchemy used to be a dead art, but this island breathed new life into it. I can transform things, but only with the right ingredients. Cool. Inim says, the skill chart there kind of reminds me of Path of Exile, aesthetically. Haven't really played it to compare it further. Path of Exile is basically like Diablo 2, like, turned up to 11. The skill tree on Path of Exile has more variety and more flavour and more randomness in terms of in terms of what happens. Oh, sorry a second. In terms of what happens, like, I managed to start with a duelist who I taught him, like, cleave with 2 rapiers so he could slash left and right. But then he also learned reanimation and corpse explosion, but also learned blood magic. So he was a dex build with exploding corpses that he resurrected using his own blood. And I'm like, yo, I fucking love this game. Whether that build is viable in the meta or anything like that, I have no idea. Exploding corpse ninja. That's awesome. This game has less high tier shenanigans, but it has that same freedom. Oh. Holy crud. What's an amber idol? Oh. Okay, so a low tier weapon can be transmutated into a high tier weapon. That's really cool. That's really cool. Luminous, I got your DM, so thank you kindly. And Luminous is saying, well, I'm out. I sent you things. Have a great stream. And Luminous, thank you, and everybody who came on in. It's super cool to have you with. If you would like to stay with us and chill and ill, there's not going to be anything more super dramatic of this stream. I think I've got another maybe hour or so left in me. It's starting to hurt up, but enough that I can battle through. And and we have an Echo and an Echo to Lurk. I don't know. So Echo, have you announced what your Halloween costume is to people? Are we allowed to talk about it? Also, hello. I just saw your message. I'm very sorry. Look, I love Discord not telling me when I get messages. There we go. Hey, and here's some super cool news. Reflective's youngest. Sorry, let me finish my chocolate. Reflective's youngest has lost her first tooth. So, congratulations, little one. Reflective's youngest was the one that first called me Mr. Viking, which became both one of our characters' names and officially, I think, my school teacher name as well. So yeah, some Tooth Fairy. Tooth Fairy's gonna pay out. And I don't have a picture of it directly to hand. Oh, sorry, I'm in a lot of pain now. God, I'm a bit shaky. Oh, I don't have a picture to hand, but Echo's gonna be doing, one of the late game armor sets for Halloween, and it looks phenomenal. It looks absolutely phenomenal. And I've seen Echo's. If you haven't seen Echo's start the Kinsect build, like, yo, this is going to be something to look forward to. Budget's saying, take a break. Don't damage your hand. I'm fine. I'm fine. I promise I'll call it when I'm really in. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh! Oh, the Queen of Smiles eye blade. That's so cool. I mean, we get the outlaw. We get the head taker. So jumping back into chat. So Isocrid. Where do I get the thing with the thing? Also asking, do you see the hammer's upgrade? No, I don't. Hellfire Arbalist. Some of this is so cool. Ooh, a breach pike. That's cool. Bullwhip, martial flail, phoenix tail, magic sword, a class 1 magic. Sorry, class 1 sword whip, class 1 magic. That's so cool. Steel centipede. Feckin' hell, that looks rad. Whereas this thing's just a head taker. Oh, I can't wait till we can make that. The battle axe becomes the raider axe. That's cool. But I don't have any amber idols. Oh yes, Echo's saying that the armor set from Mech Warrior, lol, from Monster Hunter that she's making is the Xenojiva set. Xenojava. Kestrel's adding Little Bear lost her first 3. She fell and it caught on the drawer. Ah! Ah! Why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me that? Ah! Oh! Isocrid saying, to get to the merchant, go to the main room with the stairs and head up to the right where the wizard and the 2 fire skulls are. Cross the wall jump to an obelisk and head right. I'll give it a try. You can buy the T3 battle axe from the smith, I think. So let's see what he's got. Oh, that's making me feel grim. I mean, I hope Little Bear was okay. I mean, we would expect no less from our pirate queen. But, oh, hey, get to the boat! What, ho, friend? We're playing some Salt in the Sanctuary. Kesra is just telling me a terrifying story. And I'm trying to... Oh. I'm trying to... Reflective says, do you want to know that I had to reach into her face, grab the bugger and yank? Weirdly, that's not as bad. Oh, Iron Imp's getting a root canal tomorrow. Oh, I've had one of those. It's not fun. Although, according to Kestrel, she got $5 and a balloon from the Tooth Fairy. Damn! Why are we telling Teeth horror stories? Why would we do this? Did I go up here already? I think so. Kestrel's like, I'm sorry, I think I started something. It's one of the few recurring, I don't want to say nightmares, but recurring problems I think a lot of people suffer from is the whole broken teeth horrors. I could with teeth for the teeth god. Ah. All right, I'm in the main area. I'm not talking about teeth. God, Alex Swavery's like, I lost my 2 front teeth in a jerky accident. God, what is... Ah, here we go. Aha! We know this bloke. Well, hello, friend. What you got for us? Okay, lock of hair, endless fang, soldier's perm, hateful jawbone. Bolts, torches, stained page. Hood, hood, hood. those. Ice Cream says, check out his armor set. Cool. Which one? So they've got the beggars. Oh, that's very Viking. Oh wow, that is super. Horns, fur, the whole shebang. I might have to leave it because I've not put any points into being tanky, but yeah. Reflective says, wife is a medical professional. She would like to see your hand. I mean, me? Feck. Molinist said, you'll bite ice cream! I do actually bite ice cream, though. For all my bravado. Isocrid says you can buy it and unlock it later. But Kestrel's going to stick with the spleen throne. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. But which one? Alright, alright. I'll buy the heavy armor now, because it's only... Wait, no. So there's 4 pieces. So that's 8k done. Because we're only losing money at this point. We can't spend it. And Isocrid, I guess the thing I want to know is, where do I get the thingamabobby... Where do I get the stuff I need to bust out those transmutations? That's what I want to know. Holy crud, it's just one raid after another tonight. Jolt Jab! What ho, friends? Come on in! Come on in! We are under raid again! Holy Toledos. Brace yourselves! Shield wall once more! To the walls! To the walls! We don't even have emotes to defend ourselves with. We've got hearts. Echo's brought the cavalry. Raid alert! Prepare to welcome the friends! Oh, Jolt Jab, how you doing, yo? What's going down? It's lovely to see you. Thor beat you to a raid by about 20 minutes, but it's lovely to see everyone here. It's like, I think it's because I'm the numpty that goes later. I end up being essentially the last port and call for all you lovely, lovely folks. Oh, so what's going down with everybody? We recently found out that Thor has dropped a few hints about what will be the next game after Heartbound. Echo is currently doing a monstrously awesome cosplay from Monster Hunter. One of the sets, the Zeno something set, which I can never pronounce. Today we had Kate Edwards, a legendary games industry figure, cosplay badass, and all around, well, more than one time Lord of Thunder. Yes! 3 hit that guy like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. And now we are playing a spot of the Sultan Sanctuary because I busted my hand on Sunday on the lash while being a complete silly numpty. And this is surprisingly low impact. That's a lot of corpses. That is a lot of corpses. Let's make sure we've got a hearty bread roll ready to roll. Chrono! What ho, friend? So Chrono's saying Amber Idol can drop off of enemies in the next zone. Okay, that makes me feel better. Oh look, it's another... It persists. Does it wish to know me? Yeah, sure, let's make friends. While they scurry to and fro I am, while they cherish their petty deities and idols and false lords, I am. While they fight their trivial wars, live and die for mortal kings and scoundrels, I am. priests of false gods kneel to me. All the kings and empires, great and small, kneel to me. Life kneels to me. Death kneels to me. Well, you're not very good then, because you're still stuck up bloody piece of wood. Now you don't say much. Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, well done. Great. Yeah, he looks like Scarecrow, that bloke. He ain't that good. Though I might use a cheeky horn in a second to level up a bit. Ooh. And here we are in the Hall of Red Cages. Smashy, smashy. Sorry, lads. Vile Guard's Ear. What is my dude collecting? I liked it better when we just ate the rich. I don't think we're the good guys in this situation anymore. Like, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I don't think we're the goodies. Oh, he ain't dead. Oh, he is exceedingly not dead. Don't you forget about E3. One of my friends was saying earlier today that he got his first E3 email today. And I'm like, can we just not? It's not even October. So, jumping back into chat. Zara gonna Echo asking if she should behave in front of company. She bloody hope so. Right, mischief maker, that one. I tell thee. I tell thee. Oh, this is fun. Look at us. We walk on ceilings and steady our heads are reeling. Roof and floor and upside down as ever as a door. Alright, well, thank you. Tim Burton called. He wants his shit back. Oh, my knees. Oh, I've got old man knees. Echo shouting, I'm as pure as the fresh fallen snow. I couldn't possibly comment. Couldn't possibly comment at all. That would just be rude. Oh, we've got some patches goods. Oh, and some more ears. Delicious. Ooh, lightning storm. Are we also entitled when all we drink is lightning in a bottle? I claim the sanctuary in the name of power. Woo! Make an offering. So I think the first thing I'm always doing is stone guide, because we can use the stone guides to travel between. So what do we not have? We don't have a mage. Could use another leader. Alright, well I've got a second merchant, and then we'll decide what else we want. Jumping back into chat. Echo is definitely going on lurks. So, Echo, go do the things. And if I don't mind, once again, if you don't mind my saying, so if you are new to the nonsense that I put forward here on these very internets, Echo is not only a fellow streamer, but an exceedingly close friend of mine. And another, shall we say, survivor. So if you have the time, I would sincerely appreciate it if you would throw a follow over onto Echo's channel. That would be a personal favour to me, and I would sincerely appreciate it. Then we got Pyro Shade. What? Oh, hello. Isacrid says, Mage won't help you if you don't get magic skills. Yeah, but I can hang out with them. Hey, Levdev. What? Oh, friend. So Jolt Jab says, oh, hey, so I'm going to go work at a fair this week, make a bunch of money, and buy all the stuff I need to make it at TwitchCon. Hells yes. Jolt Jab, is there anything that we can help with? Like, I'm not exactly the most financially solvent of individuals, but if I can help with, like, promotions or yelling, you know, like, hey, you know, we are of the Go Pirate Fleet. We look after each other, yo. That's what we do. Thor looks after my sorry ass, so the least I can do is help out everyone else. So how much do we need? 4 points for heavy mace fighter. Oh, that's going to be so good. So good. I'm going to crush so many bones. J-Pro says Will is the best at yelling. I am vocally audible. This has been commented on. We all have our skills. Ooh, this looks pretty. I'm not comfortable by the lack of music. Actually, that's really pretty. Pyro Shade says, I would like to hear this yelling. Hear me yell? Hear me yell? Sir, I am deeply offended by your assumptions that I can be merely made to yell about things, simply by request. How very dare you? How very dare you? What ho, friends. Okay, so jumping back into chat, Jolt says, I'd love to talk to you about how to TwitchCon correctly. I haven't been to many conventions and I'm trying to learn more stuff about them. So, TwitchCon, I was only at the first one, so I don't know if it's changed. But it's better to think of TwitchCon like a big fan meet rather than a convention. It's got a very friendly, like high engagement kind of vibe, and it's not too cliquey. But what I found at the first TwitchCon was that everyone kind of moved in tribes. So, like, you know, a content creator would hang out with their fan groups and similar fans and move around kind of that way. And I'm getting myself way in over my head. There is a whole part of this area I have not have explored. So I'm going to go back the way I came before I get myself killed repeatedly and go open the shortcuts around the world. One of the interesting things I noticed about one of the early TwitchCons is there are lots of game companies there that you can talk to. If you're looking for things like, you know, early access to a title, if you're looking for exclusive content, or if you're just looking for like a partnership deal or something like that, a lot of the game booths actually have built-in meeting rooms, so you can schedule a meeting either during or before in a lot of these areas, and I think that's really cool. Kestrel saying the eye hole is the best pass to the spleen. Kestrel, you're terrifying. How many people, like, outside of this stream, like, how many people in the real know the terrifying powers that you command? Yeah, nice try, buddy. Trying to hide behind that. Oi! That's rude. A red guillotine. Cool, what's that? An unusually long and heavy machete is used. It is wielded as an axe rather than a sword. Oh. So it's a class 3 axe. Nice. That's cool. Better have a bread roll as well. Fallen Mystic says I should protect both my eyes and my spleens then. You have more than one spleen. Joel Jab says, thanks, dude. I'll keep this stuff in mind come the 25th. Well, Joel Jab, I don't have many skills in this world, but socializing and networking is one of them, so if I can help, I will. Crushing people with gigantic axes and hammers is just a wonderful aside, if you will. A Type 46 tower shield. What the feck are you supposed to be? Whoa! Dude, not cool. There's one every season. Ow! Yeah, better put that flame retardant ring on. Oh, regenerate HP, I'll take that. Oh, get some more bread in me. Although I'm quite proud that my character now takes 2 hits to kill those rather than 3. Means we're learning. We're adapting. Don't think I don't see you there, little foot trap. Don't think I don't see that. Lily Longbean says, was asking, hey Jolt, how goes it? And Odo with Spider Scythe does whatever a Spider Scythe does. Stabs your face, jabs your hands. Holy crap, why the hell would you make part spider, part scythe monstrosity? Music's gone quiet again, that's a boss. Look out! Ow! That was shenanigans! That was utter shenanigans. The machete guy comboed me and punched me into the spike dropper. Bullshit and chips, everybody. Bullshit and chips. Alright, alright. Which way did I go out? I went out this way and then down. It's also partially my fault for getting overly confident. Like, this... I should still think of this as a Souls game. And, yeah, getting cocky is the #1 killer. Though I appreciate those peeps that draw little faces on their outfits. Feckin' Spider Wraith. Just gotta be careful about their flamethrowers here. Alright, come on. Go on, come on, bring that. There we go, bring that guard down. DJ! Bring that beat back! Oh. What I will say though, peeps, is tomorrow we're meant to be doing a stream. Oh no, tomorrow is Let It Die. So I'm happy to play Let It Die, I'm just probably going to be terrible at it. Oh! Wow, that dude just got obliterated. And we got all our stuff back. Ooh. You know what? I'm just gonna sound the horn! We want to go back to the Red Horde cages. So Joey back into chat. Pyro Shade's asking an interesting question. So I guess as a quick show of hands here, who here is working on their own title? I know we've got a lot of game devs, both professional and personal, but I'm interested to know what peeps. Fallen's asking, on a side serious note, Will, ice on the hand down time, ibuprofen, possible sleeps to avoid rolling, etc. Yeah, I should ice this in a little bit. I wish I had something to less impact. Ooh. I guess it's a discussion for another time. Hey, Bicorp! What ho, friend? How goes it? So Bicorp, maybe Will went out drinking. Maybe Will drank more than he should have, because Will's a stupid. And maybe in the process of that, mistakes were made. Pyroshade says, CCG sounds game enough to me. I mean, I found the mouse is alright, but is equally painful to deal with. Because of a lot of the impacts on the bottom of my hand, so it's that pinky finger pain. Gets the boat saying I'm having to sit with my feet up, as yesterday I went to the shops on my bike to buy some beer, tried to brake downhill in the rain and shredded my knee and elbow. Oh! Get to the boat, I'm so sorry. That is painful. Oh, I'm so sorry there. Well, I hope you've, like... So get to the boat, take a weight off, recover, chill and ill with us. Ow. And we'll go from there, yo. Oh, I'm sorry, it hurts, though. I do not miss having to cycle to work. One of my previous jobs. That hurt like a mother hubbard. And especially, like, you know, being English and pale and noodly, like, I do not mind the rain, but as conditions that make Viking less than ideal. Like, I don't mind the rain, and I don't mind cycling, but cycling in the rain is feckin' awful. Oh, I missed. Ow. Yeah, bread roll equals win. Mr. Context with "Don't die! You do not have permission." Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Context. Oh, excuse me. Can I have a letter, please? Give the boat says, yeah, it's not the best. Went to A&E and the lovely nurse there shoved a finger in my wound and told me to rest it. It was free though, so yay NHS. Yeah, I mean, get to the boat. That's the thing. I'm very glad that I'm not in any genuine kind of distress, because the realization about how much it might cost is scary. I'm not saying I didn't know this before coming to the States, it's just... yeah. Oh. What have you guys are there? Asking for a friend. We've got a lot of locks of hair though, so we should be able to upgrade the axe a little bit. Interesting. Those things are clearly puppets. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. What just happened? Ow! Nail! So whatever the hell they are, they seem to have some, like, homing attack. So you have to hit them to interrupt them. You know what? I'm just going to leave them alone. Jumping back down. The game name is Art School. That sounds cool. Oh, sorry. So Pyro Shade, is that the title that you're working on? And... Feckin' wait! Feckin' wait! Oh, I'm so mad. I took my eye off the ball for 1 second. I was like, oh, what's Pyro Shade talking about? This is Angry Will with a hammer. Oh no. I didn't even need to kill that guy. That was personal. I just did that on purpose. Wait, I can go down this way. It's down this way. Oh, this guy. Who's next, Mother Hubbards? Alright, so we'll unlock that later. Dashkill saying, if it's unclear, well, I mean to make fun of the cleric more than you. Oh, you mean that he keeps stealing an inordinate amount of cash from me every time I'm ill or hurt? Yeah, not a very generous fellow, that priest, but I guess you work with what you got. And as for you, mate. So annoyed I can't break this guy's guard. I mean, I probably could if I kept laying into him, but... Ooh, he's got the Warden's chaps. And Clank is adding the point that they're terrified the day that they'll be able to, you know, pretty much order everything food and supplies-wise from the same chair. I mean, personally, I'm a big fan of people and socialising, so I think that'll keep me from getting too self-contained, but it is a terrifying prospect. Having the ability and the resources and the power to destroy oneself. Yahtzee Post says, you know, the taking so much money when I get injured thing might be hitting a little too close to home. Yeah, ain't that the truth? But I don't want to dwell on it. This hanged blokey's got loads of health. Scarily so. Ah. Oh, feck. I mean, that was just rude. Eat hammer, you undead shit! Sorry. So jumping back to chat, Quasi! What ho, friend? How goes it? Quasi is saying, what's this I hear about injury? I've been in a hole for a few days. Okay, so maybe Will drank too much on Sunday, and maybe he injured his hand a lot on the way home, and we only have vague snippets of recollections of what actually Will did to hurt himself. Maybe that's a thing that happened. Alright, I got my health back. How many horns have I got? Oh, just the one. But it's 2 levels. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Holy feck and a feck! Fallen! Holy crud, thank you! I sent you a message on Discord. It'll help. Alright, I'll have a look at that now. Thank you kindly. And fucking Fallen Mystic, $40 donation. Dude, thank you. Oh, that's very cool. That's super rad. So, sorry, the link that Fallen Mystic sent me to was, if it turns out I have broken my hand, it's a medical, a medic. It's a splint for boxing primarily, but it should do the job. I don't think it's broken. But if it was, like, thank you. Just thank you, yo. I mean, because there's a lot of new people here, I should say, like, at the moment, because of a lot of very, very boring stories, I am currently essentially living off the donations, so that is a massive help, and thank you kindly. If I don't need it for medical treatments for my hand, then I'll be able to spend that on, well, food, and not dying. So, thank you kindly. I do appreciate that. Oh. How come you all are so good to me? Hopefully I work well enough. yeah, hopefully I do enough good here to warrant all the cash and the time that you all spend on me. So, thank you. So, yeah, that's my story, everybody. Yes. Two-handed, so class 4 great hammers and great axes. There we go. So close to level 5. Do we need it? Probably not. Am I going to get it? Hells yes. Hells yes. Oh, and we can buy horns from a guide. Heh. Oh wow, they are cheap as chips. Yeah, I'll take 20 horns. Oh, actually, and we can travel to... Hang on, how come we can now travel to all of these? That's super cool. Alright, so let's go to the Castle of Storms. And then talk to this blokey. Upgrade. I don't think we've got the stuff we need yet to do some transmutation stuff. Ice Grid says the guide lets you travel to any unlocked sanctuary even if they don't have a guide. Nice! Oh, Jolt Jab is heading out. So Jolt Jab, thank you again for the raid. I hope your dev stuff's going awesome. If I can help with any of the stuff at TwitchCon, I don't... You know, I'm by no means a developer, but the one thing I'm very good at is talking to people. So, yeah, if I can, you know, we're all part of the Go Pirate lot. We look after each other. So, yeah, if I can use my powers for good, I bloody will. Oh, I just don't have the Amber Idol. Damn it! Alright, so I'm just going to keep upgrading the Warhammer, because I can. Need some smithing? You're darn right I do. Oh. Warhammer 2, Warhammer harder. Woo! 3 for 3? Yes, but we need more salt. Oh, I got a bag of salt! Alright, good! So jumping back into chat. Oh, Jolt Jab was just saying, thanks guys. Yeah, I hope to see you there too, Jolt. When Thor's not absolutely mad busy, maybe we should talk to him about a Go Pirate crew meetup. Because I'd love to do that, and I'd love to bring some of my lot, you can bring some of your lot. We'll do like a big, you know, under the banner of Thor together. Isocrid saying, just so you know, when you transmute that Warhammer, it will lose its level of reinforcement. Well, Isocrid, at the moment, I don't have the thing to turn the Warhammer into another thing. So, whoa! Why are you all being so bloody lovely? Get to the boat. With, I mean, whatever, I think it would be £15, but $19.77. Saying, thanks for all of the good times. You are a uniquely awesome streamer. Get to the boat. Thank you, yo. I'm glad I get to hang out with you as much. Like, you are such a lovely bunch. And you all enable me to spend my days bringing on cool devs, talking to people, showing off games. I mean, I'm getting to play through the Salt and Sanctuary with you lot, and that is stupidly wonderful. Like, I can't say thank you enough. So, get to the boat, Fallen Mystic, everybody. Thank you, yo. Feck. Lovely bunch. Whoa! No! No, we're not breaking will! Isocrid, thank you kindly. Well, the $10 donation says, wait, are we breaking will? At what inn? Oh, bloody hell. No. You lot are too kind. Too heckin' kind, yo. J-Post saying, when the battle in Triplicate is won, we shall rain bits. Yeah, it'll be so much easier when it can just be bits and shenanigans rather than having to be direct donations, but... Rhymes and Moose says, breaking will with contributions to the Will Repair Fund. No, I mean, as my mum said, no sympathy for self-inflicted wounds. Like, I was the numpty that did this to me, so you please do not feel responsible for fixing my broke ass. My physically broken ass, I should say. Yeah, we're going for Warhammer 3. Gets the Boat says, don't Twitch take a bigger cut on bits though. Well, so Gets the Boat, the way bits work is that, you know, if you buy like 500 bits, it costs over $5. The cut that Twitch take is at that point. So once you own bits, 500 bits is essentially $5. And you can give that to whoever. Once you do that, it goes directly to the content creator, by my understanding. So it really does help a bunch. Dashkill says, no sympathy. We need you fixed so you can play games for us. That's very true. Echo jumps in and shoots me a look about self-inflicted injury. I'm sorry! It was a good night, though. You missed out. Oh, come on! And J-Post, thank you. J-Post, the $10 donation. Say break will. Sure. Feck it. Why not? We're in the sanctuary. It's fine. It's fucking fine. You lot are so lovely. It's like... This is the little ginger bloke in Salt Sanctuary. He keeps looking like he's looking at the camera, being like, Will, like, can you sort your shit out? Thank you. I mean, I don't know... I don't... Fucking what? It's the Artsy Bow with Break Will's emotions to fix his hand. Come on! Oh, feck. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Though, Alpha the Deluge, like, he's right, guys. We should have waited until he was in the middle of a boss fight. Fucking hell. Oh, and Dashcool, do nae worry. You do not have to feel like you have to do a donation. And I'm sorry that your credit card got messed up in the whole Scenics debacle. Because I know a lot of people who like go to the Patreon for Go Pirate got their stuff wrecked in that one. So yeah, thank you all. The J Post says I can't wait for jump scare for Bits to be back. Yeah, with Bits we'll probably have to set a fucking wet. Fucking Gets the Boat. Thank you. Gets the Boat with an additional little donation of $1.69. Nice. Thank you. Just a little cheeky face there. Fucking hell. Like, you're all being lovely to me. I hurt my hand being probably a twat in some description. You'll forgive the term. Like, yo, thank you all. It's... Hang on, just fucking... God. I was trying to get my... The Great Odo with I'm joining this breakdance. Fucking wet. Fucking wet. Ow. Fucking how am I meant to be good enough at this, or thank you all enough for keeping me alive and shit? Like, you wouldn't be wrong in making a case that Will's greatest enemy is sometimes Will and the US government. And God, Baron Sheep, I keep being a terrible friend, and like, yo, Baron Sheep with a drive-by donation. Fucking heck. I feel guilty. But Baron Sheep, you keep trying to set up awesome food and awesome hangouts, and then I keep... either going off the rails, or not being available, or working too much. I've been a crappy friend, and thank you. Thank you. Like, not just for people who don't... Fucking hell, Narcissus! 772 with heyo. I mean, no one is perfect, and I have my flaws, and they are a mile wide. I'm lucky that the skills that I have make up for... At least I can be this. I can be the human megaphone, the banner to our little group. That's a thing that I can do. But I'm not. I am by no means perfect. I fecked my hand being a drunken idiot. And what I think I did was, as I was boogieing out to my Spotify playlist, I did like one of those like Rocky style punch a leaf, you know, like a hanging branch. And I think I hit something very oh god! Holy crud! Pyroshade! Breaking bits to break wills! Which spell do I cast to make this happen, PogChamp? Oh, okay. How are you all so lovely? How? I can promise you this much. I will keep working my face off. I'm going to keep getting us cool guests. I'm going to keep streaming. I'm going to keep doing what I can do. Because this is what I can do. Feck! Meow Kitty Sakura! A little something to add to the pile. Feck! I mean, Pyroshade, that was a $20. Meow Kitty Sakura with 5, like... Holy crud! Yes, I'm going to keep working, and I am not... If you lot ain't giving up on me, I ain't giving up on anyone. This is... I didn't realise this is where I wanted to be until we got here. Oh my god. Caffeine to the tune of Hammer Time! Can't stop this! The $5. Feck. We were talking earlier with Kate about how when we're young, especially in the industry, we feel like we have to be everything at all times. We have to be this Das Wunderkind. And I genuinely believed that when I made it to the top of the ladder, when I got to the top tier, that I was going to be the happiest. And it didn't make me happy. I was stressed and freaking out, and I wasn't able to use my powers to make things better for the people around me. And I ended up becoming a very shitty person throughout that period, and now here I am. Yes, I live on a sofa. Yes, I am using my friend's computer while he is at work to continue doing a stream thing, but I feel like I can do good doing this. I feel like I can help. I can give people access. Oh my god! Quasi with... Due to your fight with the US government, couldn't give you my Twitch Prime subscription. Instead, take this. And I gave my Echo my Twitch Prime. Yeah, if you've got a sub waiting, please throw it Echo. Like, that is a personal request on mine. I know I say this. I know I say this a lot, but I thought everything was over in April. I thought I had lost all of my friends. I thought my crew... Oh, God. Get to the boat with $2.64. Come on, guys. Gotta keep this going. Need to make this man cry. Fucking not far off. I genuinely thought I had lost everything this year because I had quit doing industry things to work with what I thought were some of my best friends, and well, thankfully the ones that are worth their salt, we're all still together, we're all still a group and talking, and it's love. Oh god, holy shit, the handbag! I don't know what to... Holy fuck! Holy fuck. Clank said I had an unexpected windfall, so I forbid you from feeling... That was $150. That's... Oh, Beck. The Otzi Poe says, Will, say hi to Mini Echo. Hi, Tiny Echo. I'm sorry I swore there, kiddo. I do apologise. I'm processing a lot of things right now, Echo. Mini Echo. Sorry. I am processing a lot of things right now. And it is... Holy feck. I genuinely thought I had ballsed up my entire life this year. And I'm sure you all saw it. I was a broken man in April, and it was only... Get to the boat. Another $2! I can't thank you all enough. I had a very good group of friends kicking my ass and dragging me through everything and getting me to do this and getting me to spend time with you all. And I have done that through everything. I have kept going, and that is you lot. You are the people that dragged me through. I honestly thought the most I could hope for... Oh, God. J-Po says, Field Streeters games are rolling! The 5... Holy fuck. Sorry, Mini Echo. Holy heck. Fuck. This makes me very happy. I mean, doing this. Obviously, this is... I'm probably going to need to go put my face under the boat. Under the boat? I'm going to need to go put my face under the tub for like an hour and process how fucking amazing you all are. But this makes me happy. And I know I'm broken living on a sofa and it's thanks to you lot, but I'm just... Holy feckin' feck! Senro! Holy sh... Not permitted for use on coffee. We're still doing that. Yeah, feckin'... Yes, Zenro, we are doing that. We are gonna get coffee together. Holy feck. God, this music's not helping my feels. Aaron's like, get an ice pack for that hand! Hey, Mini, oh god. Oh, feck. How to process feelings. A guide by Will. Baron Sheep there. Another $10. My finger slipped. Kappa. Feck. Feck. Oh, fucking hell. What did I do to deserve you lot? I'll do it more. I'll do it a lot more often. I'll do it a lot more often. I am exceedingly proud to be part of this. And I don't take your donations as charity. I take them as a I always say, vote with your wallet. I will keep doing this, and I will keep doing this to the best of my ability, and I hope that I can live up to the support that you have all shown me. That is my goal. I'm gonna keep doing a good. I'm gonna keep hanging out with peeps. Get to the boat. Thank you all. Jesus heckin' Christ. Echo's like, Mom's gonna go lurk. Artsy Bo says, keep yourself running. That's all we can do. Yeah. See you later, Mini Echo. Congratulations. I'm speechless. You did it. You fucking did it. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know how I can... I don't know. I might need to take... I might need to take just a little break. I might need to just, yeah. I'm so sorry. Baron Sheet with doesn't know what to say, keeps waffling. Yeah, but this is the verbal equivalent of just going ah in a room because I don't know how to say words like a human. Congratulations, you all broke me. You did the thing, and I shouldn't be so proud of my own destruction. Thank you, you majestically wonderful group of badasses. I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea, and I will be back. I will be back. Actually, let me use the other BRB needs tea so you can see little matey. Holy crud! Isacrid was like, it was in the kitchen, and I heard holy fecking heck. Oh, has Will been broken? Only the chat can answer whether or not I have been broken. I think it's safe to say yes. Holy feck. Holy feck. Artsy Poe's like, go hug something, get tea, get ice, come back from more murder. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Lovely, lovely folks. I am... Echo's like, come up here for hugs. It's a bit of a car journey in the evening, but... Oh... I just... Okay, I'm gonna go get some tea, and oh, wow. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back with you all in just a second. I'm so sorry for making you all wait. I've got ice in a. I got one of these little like frozen gel packs. So I've got that. I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Oh. Okay, you lovely folks. Thank you. Okay, I have returned. Was there anyone I missed? Was there anyone who snuck through a donation while I wasn't looking? I need to ice my hand. I think, is it 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off? Oh. Oh, and did someone bail? I do apologise. Oh, feck. There wasn't there? Alright, let me turn up the feck. Aaron with the... I had a donation ready to yell at you about ice packs, but I can see deactivate con mode. Yeah, here it is. Ice in my hand. I put my face under a tap. Night Velen said, nope, no stealth donations here. Oh my god, right. If I go back to the events list, which I didn't have up... Oh, no. Didn't have the events list up earlier. Nope. God darn it. No. Trying to... There we go. It's really hard left-handed other way looking. So who do I need to thank? The Dreamer says, remember to take breaks regularly as needed. J-Post with stealth up, don't tell Will. Rumbled. Will, you are great, and oh my god! Let It Die comes out tomorrow! Forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. An Isocrid with... I was in the kitchen, and I heard... Oh yeah, it's holy feckin' feck. Holy shit! Holy shit! Get to the boat with last one, I promise, for now, on behalf of Alpha the Deluge. Get to the boat and Alpha the Deluge. Thank you all so much. Holy feck. How am I gonna... God damn it. God damn it, you lot are lovely. How am I gonna thank you all proper? Magnificent bunch. Magnificent bunch. And caffeine with stealth. What's that, Mr. Megaphone? Okay, okay. One. Oh, holy feck. Thank you, caffeine. Two. That megaphone saved lives, everybody. That megaphone saved lives. You know? I was rewatching some of the clips from the last time Caffeine and I played The Miscreated. And we managed to get a tank. I managed to pull a tank off of Caffeine by yelling at it. It was very fun. And as Fallen Mystic says, that megaphone was very funny. So that counts. Oh. So yeah. I have regained my composure, one and all. And what I will say is that I will continue to... Well, I will look after myself better. And thank you all. Thank you all, you hecking majestic, lovely bunch. Like... And it's like I said, I don't... It's like I said, my role in all of this is to continue to be a flagpole, to continue to be a human megaphone for the lovely bunch of people that we've assembled here tonight. Kestrel says, I wish I could watch you guys break Will more, but I've got to go to bed early tonight. Good night, all. Good night, Kestrel. And give our best to the tooth-missing pirate queen herself, Little Bear, in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to... Isocrid says, oh right, Will, your character was saying some really mean things to my character while you were on break. Check the arcade. Okay, I'm just going to quickly check the arcade of Discord and see what that was. There's my character being an ass. The C is for crying. Oh, thank you all. Oh. Aaron's saying, I'm mad at myself. I tried so hard to rush upgrade my computer to play Monster Hunter with you all, and failed. And now that I don't get to do nice things till I pay that off and finish the upgrade. Well, Aaron, we're not going to put Monster Hunter away. In fact, there may be a Monster Hunter session this Saturday. I'm still trying to work the team together for this one, but there may be some more Superstar Hunter for some fashion this weekend. Again, it's all dependent on this Mother Hubbard, but we'll go from there. Oh. So yeah, I want to say again, thank you all. What I was trying to say through choked words was that I didn't realise that this was something that I wanted to spend my time doing, and now that I can, I feel like, as weird as it is to say, I feel like I can do more good here, like this, than I could in my previous roles. I always had this grandiose idea of coming from community management and going into like selling games and marketing games and, you know, being the guy that makes sure a studio does well. I thought that would make me happy. I thought taking my training and using it for good was what I wanted, and to an extent it was alright, but I don't know. The more power I gained, the more I progressed in my role, the further away I was from everyone. And honestly, when I was at the top of my game CM-wise, I was the furthest away from all of you lot. And now I'm essentially we're all in it together, yo. You know, the Longship it's not a cult of personality. So, yeah. Well, I guess what I was saying, jumping back to Aaron's comment, because they were saying they still have an Armor Guard on Saturday and they need to fix a part that they can't afford. Aaron, we will be playing more, and the thing is, when you're ready to roll, you're going to have, like, Caffeine, Isocrid, hopefully myself. Dan Jones is back on the PC version of Monster Hunter now, so he's grinding up again. Dashkal hides cult pamphlets from Will. We don't talk about the cult. Caffeine's still mad at me for that one. Hero to the people, Dan Jones. You're darn right. Isocrid saying Echo hit high rank as well. Cool. So we're going to be able to start getting Echo some iconic gear. I'm probably going to roll my Pukey set right through until high end because I really like it. I've got a cool eye patch. Zenro says, cult? What cult? Why wasn't I invited? We don't talk about the cult. Dragsvart's adding, does that mean the plans for a giant statue of you are off? Well, I didn't say off, did I? Caffeine says, well, we have lots of Let It Die available as well. That's very true, and I don't know, Let It Die might be a game that we decide to come, you know, to and from on, but it's definitely one I want to show you all. And in terms of the reason I love Let It Die is its style and gameplay. While they adhere to a theme, they don't adhere to a story. Let It Die is not trying to tell you the tale. Let It Die is trying to make you feel and experience something. Something stylish, something brutal and visceral, yet uplifting. And, yeah. Alpha the Deluge says, I missed Cult Day, so I vote we have another one sometime. We could do. The Shrouded Isle was pretty interesting, and I think between us we could probably take it over. So that would be super cool. Have I iced this for 15 minutes? I can't remember. But I tell you, these folding gel packs are amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you all Let It Die tomorrow. I hope my hand is ready for it. But either way, you know, we'll just go over. I'll just get crushed a whole bunch at it, and we'll kick ass. Alpha the Deluge, woo! Taking over the island! Reboot Cult Day! Until we actually end up making Endo Team. God, I wonder if we'd get sued for actually making Endo Team. That would be really interesting. Although, to be fair, if we did actually make Endo Team as a game, it would be 2D and it would have more scaling battles. So it wouldn't just be mechs, it would be like capital ships, like base-sized tanks. There might be... I probably wouldn't put dedicated jets in, but I would add some endo forms as transforming. One of the ideas that I really liked when thinking about MMO scale projects is size versus speed of deployment, so that a large-scale mech that can do a lot of damage isn't able to deploy as quickly as like the VTOL, like the Macross style, well, battle... No, not Battletech. You know what I mean. I like the idea that while those kind of like, it's a jet that transforms into a robot, is not as strong, the reason why people might use them is because they can deploy much faster. So yeah. Although, Aaron, I probably wouldn't go the Gundam route, but I have some thoughts on that as well, but that's for another time. I think we need to go back and do another mech design session. I know Fred wants to do a talk on the Harmony Gold licensing shenanigans that happened, but yeah. Oh. Does feel a little bit better. Alright, so it's iced. Let's try and continue with some gameplay. I should be alright for another bit. Nabu said, Will, how's your tea? It's really good. We've got bagged Assam, which is very nice. Also, Jack Skulch was incredibly kind and treated me to a bunch of tea earlier around my birthday, and I didn't realise it was pre-bagged. I thought it was loose leaf. So he's since informed me that I, being stupid, should have realised that. And now I know, well, that's a game changer. That's interesting. My chest piece. Can I not upgrade that? Oh, I just need a little bit more salt. Boff. Bit of survivability. I might keep the red and black chest out for a while. Earl's like, did somebody say mech? Earl, how long were you waiting there for someone to say mech? Like, I'm terrified and at the same time weirdly complimented. Yeah. I don't think we've got enough salt to keep upgrading it, but there we go. Erin said, I said mech, I need to summon my kind. Earl said, it's been a long time, Will. War Thunder Arcade Air Battle Queue is pretty boring. Oh, fair dues. I forget where we are. Want to go somewhere? I really do. The Watching Woods. That's interesting. I like that I can see how many times I've visited an area. Let's go back to the Hall of Red Cages. And Isocrid, if that show is a bit longer, you're wearing a Playboy robe. Through that. No, I should explore the Red Keep some more. There's got to be stuff there. Oh, there we go. There we go. I can just gently rest my hand on the ice pack as well. It is feeling much better. Miyaki Sakura says, well, it's been a lovely time, but I should head out for the night. That sounds like a plan. I mean, I don't know how much I've got left in me versus how much I should keep going for. I think I can keep going for at least another half hour or so, you know what I mean? Oh, I can stomp that guy right into ground. Miyaki Sakura, I will take care, and, you know, I will continue to focus on not keeling over. I have now too much invested in hanging out with your lovely selves. You know what I mean? Plus, Mr. Viking's not going anywhere. Now he can smash people in with a gigantic hammer. This is amazing. This game gets me. This game gets me. Cool. I guess I don't die from that now. I mean, that wasn't optimal, but I'll take it. Oh. Yeah, let's say I think I can interrupt that guy by smashing him with the gabba, but I guess we'll see. Not gonna go that way. So what did we work out? So this way leads to the fall. This way, what was it? Looking like a. This way was looking like a boss, was it? Can't remember. Oh, they got me with the combo again. Ugh. Exactly 4,444 salt. Naboo Head's asking, do you like horror games? I do, Naboo Head. I tend to prefer these days interesting horror over a lot of other things, but also that slow heal is just not worth it. Light of fire and sky, grasping, increases salt obtained from slain enemies. Wait, I can stack that? Oh, heckin' cool. While I'm farming, that's a great idea. The Artsy Post says, the only place Mr. Viking is going through is his enemies. You sure you don't want a shield? You can still wield your hammer with one. I know, but... You know, when you've got a brand, right? Get it? Got a brand? Because we got branded earlier. Honestly, I think I'm hilarious. Spider Wraith, Spider Wraith. What the hell's a Spider Wraith? It's a horror with 6 arms. Why the hell did you make one of the spiders into a Spider Wraith? And Caffeine's like, ugh, I hate packing. What are you packing for, Caffeine? Is it just moving, you're moving departments, or... No, what's... You know what? You've all had to hear a lot of my story. What's been going on with you, lovely lot? Caffeine saying, for the big trip, got to pack all the things. The question, dear Caffeine, is when you're coming down to join us. That's the question. Erin says, well, I actually want to try to make a game. Does that still count as a thing? I think it does. What were you thinking of making, Erin? And is it a thing that we can help with? Oh, cool, I got an Amber Idol. So we can turn our axe into a super cleaver. And I think we bought a shite load of horns, didn't we? Lol. So jumping back in. Wait, am I supposed to teleport somewhere? Oh, feck, I used the wrong horn. Damn it! So back to all the red cages. So... Caffeine's saying, I don't know, waiting again for the call that starts off again, the whole process, but a different one. Understandable. What's Erin's concept saying? I have too many ideas, I need to pick and refine one. I don't know how to code or anything, so probably. Well, you know, the lesson that we can all take is that Game Maker has quite a lot of what's the term? Non-programming methods of you being God, I don't know how to speak words good. You can make things with Game Maker without having to know a large amount of programming, and you know, Heartbound's being made in Game Maker. Bloody Undertale was in that. Undertale made in Game Maker, or one of the others. So yeah. So let's travel. So Caffeine's saying, once that starts, I'm going to be going dark internet-wise fairly soon after. Understandable. Get to the boat. I'm sorry to hear that. Get to the boat saying they lost their job about a month, where they felt very sorry for themselves and drank a lot. Now they have a new temporary job, and things are looking much better. Also going to ask a girl I've been wanting to ask out for a while, so wish you luck. Hells yes. And get to the boat, regardless of how that goes. Come tell us, yo. We can either celebrate or commiserate. And I know far too well how the being out of work dance... Oh. Like, I think it was when I lost my job around the recession, that was the worst part. Like, that was the one that really hecked me up. I need to go to the Castle of Storms. I was absolutely not prepared for how much that was going to mess me up. Alright, so Outlaw Great Axe. We need more souls. Okay, so let's go kill things until we have enough. Also, Shackle to Connors. What, ho, friend? How goes it, good sir? Tell us tales of you! Ow, that's just rude, mate. Yeah, I'll smash your foot in, mate. It's no bother. It's no worry. Oh, use the jagged key. So I describe myself at parties. Oh, nearly stepped on the thing. Nearly stepped on the other thing. And let's have a look. It's a Titan armor. Cool. That's exceedingly cool. And get to the boat. Yeah, being out of work is just generally utterly shite. And the thing is, it's the amount of perseverance it takes to keep going when being out of work is feckin' hard. No one tells you that. Thankfully, because I had such a shit time during the recession, after that, I got real good at learning how to survive being out of work, which, oh, okay, that sucked a little bit. I'm okay. You know, the tips that I learned is nothing really super special. I made myself a daily routine. So I would walk to the Starbucks in town. Well, I mean, in Staines of all places. So every day, well, no matter what, every day I'd go and get a cup of coffee. Usually I like cheap drip coffee, but what it meant was I absolutely could not sit around and feel sorry for myself. There was no time to sit and feel sad, because what no one tells you is that even if you are looking for my knees. Even if you are looking for a job and you are sending out every application you can and doing everything right, there's still so much time you have left in a day, and no one tells you how to handle that. So it's like if you're keeping up, even if you're sending shitloads of applications a day, there's still a lot going on. And that's... Sorry, I just need to murder that guy with a hammer. That's not easy, not in the slightest. So, yeah. I said you buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one. Yeah. Get to the boat with, by the way, Staines Massive! Oh. That's a reference that I hope dies in time. Wicked, wicked. Jungle is massive. Oh, Baron Sheep says, okay, I'm back. Very cool. Alpha saying, still hunting for my job on my end. Fingers crossed I find one soon. Hells yes. But in the meantime, Alpha, you know, you got space to chat and vent with peeps here. So, yo. Also, I'm making the Outlaw Great Axe because it's a great axe. The Head Taker. then... Look at this thing! Hey, blacksmith, can you do us an upgrade? Ow. Yes! Shackle Draconis says, how good is this axe? It's a great axe. Oh wow, we need drowned idols already? Feck. Ooh. Nice. I need Soldier's Poem as well. But that's for another day. So jumping back into chat, yeah. And Erin's like, now that's a weapon. Gets the Boat says, why did the monkey get lost? I'm hoping there's a second part to that joke, otherwise you need to keep better control of your pets. Artsy Post says, I'm going to need to screen cap again if possible, please. What do you need? Screen cap wise, Artsy. Because I'll do my best for this one. Because I can leave that there for a second if you want to have a look. And so they get to the boat with a double point. Why did the monkey get lost? Because the jungle is massive! Wicked, wicked. Jungle is massive. Oh. Is that, can you get a screen cap of that, Artsy? Are you good for that? I can try and get you closer. Because I think, yeah, see, if I get closer, it moves the... Yeah. Anyway, let's go test this out. Let's go test this out in the Hall of Red Cages. Level up a whole bunch more. Keep crushing fools with a massive axe. Oh, that's just rude. It's exceedingly rude. Ow! Alright, I've got to learn how to use this. Icicle says, be careful with the alchemist, you can actually downgrade weapons. Interesting. Alright, so that's shorter, but the... Okay, cool. I'll get this. Slightly quicker than the axe. Than the hammer, which is cool. Oh! God, if you need me, I'm going to be wrecking fools. It's got a wider sweep as well, so it's good for things in the air. Ow. That's just rude. Ow. It's me looking at chat, taking an arrow to the face. Oh my god. Actually, I might need to eat a bread roll first. Ice Cream says, try the light into heavy combo. Once more with feeling. Wait. Oh, he didn't survive long enough for me to try a combo on him. That were right bad of him, I tell thee. I said I tell thee. This area seems pretty good for practice and farming. If you need me, I'll be cutting people asunder. I mean, I should probably go back to some of the earlier areas and start using my new double jump powers for good rather than evil. But, you know, there's time. There's always time. Oh, and I will say, thank you all for, like, letting me play and get stuck into this, because I'm not saying I'm surprised that I'm enjoying the Sultan Sanctuary to this level, but it's something that I've wanted to play a lot more of than I'd gotten the chance. Oh, down in one! Oh, I get it, because it's slashing, not smashing. Smashing! I'm Nigel fecking Thornbury. Baron Sheep with the "If you need me, I'll be cutting people asunder" is the end of Will's Tinder profile. Ah, joke's on everyone else. I don't use Tinder. Shackle says, I've also been enjoying watching a couple of different LPs of Kingdom Hearts 2. Playframe just started, but I'm also watching another one that is a person that has played all the games repeatedly, along with another one that came into a series having known nothing about it. That's a cool combo. Buddy, I'm so sorry. I just like the idea that he's like, yeah, oh! I thought that was someone else who popped in the background. Years of training to be a master swordsman. Finally, I am ready to face off. Oh god, it's a giant axe. Oh god. Hey, what ho, Kedley? Hello, friend. How goes it? I was like, speaking of badass swordsman, Kedley. It's a regular little meat all up in here. Kelly says, did you see my message about the shirt? Oh, in the place with the things and the stuff. I did. I need to respond to that. Oh, found a shortcut. Oh, you've grown a mustache. Yes, so I will respond about the things and the stuff. But usually, red is my choice. Red. Caffeine says, the best part is that Will never reads these things before starting. I am hurt and offended. Hurt and offended. Yes, you're right. Still, hurt and offended. Oh, that's interesting. I can't open this from here. So if there is a boss in this area, we've got to come at it from a different angle. Alright, alright. Oh, just keep... Oh, yeah, there's the good ice. There's that good... That good. That deep water, that dark water. Although, if I go up this way, then I can spend my salt and continue on this little adventure. This is a hell of an axe. Oh, and breathe. And breathe. Baron Sheep's like, have I eaten today? Dude, I have that problem all the time. I think it's because I have too much coffee and tea and things. But the amount of times where I have to kind of like ask myself, have I had a meal? I mean, now I'm now I'm staying on the sofa here. There's less of a worry of me forgetting to eat, but still. Alright. Skill Tree of Wonder, show me your ways. Alright, one more power, some willpower right there. And then, yeah, we need 5 points for Heavy Mace Fighter 5. Great hammers and great axes. And great golly, Miss Molly. Serious ass kicking right there. Get to the boat says, chat is going so fast, no one sees that I was legitimately crying with pride earlier when all the donations were coming in. No! It's lovely to have you all here. So yeah, Baron Sheep is requesting a round of high fives for Get to the Boat. We got a lovely bunch here, yo. So I'm trying not to get teary-eyed again, but I am gonna continue working my ass off to be worth all the time and effort that you'll put into my sorry self. So. Oh. Really a rights jumper then. That was me reading chat and getting myself utterly wrecked there. Oh. Oh. So, I don't know if Kenley's still chilling and illing with us, but what has been going down with your good self, Kenley? If you're If you're still there, kicking it in chat. I'm trying... It's not that... So get to the boat and stuff. It's not that I don't want to talk about how lovely you're all being. I worry that it sounds like I'm attempting to farm people, and I would not want any of you to think that's the reason why I want to chat about this stuff. Oh crud! Do not want that. So yeah. Shackled Reconnaissance is adding. You know, I think it's really interesting that in games like this, was a truly unique boss is that they're killable. They don't come back, and everything else does. That's a very interesting point. Like, what it says about them as characters in this world, that they are truly unique. Oh, feckin' wit. Is me being a complete numpty. Yeah, I think that is something that's very interesting, that these characters, it's almost that they gain so much power and notoriety, they can't be brought back. Ow. Dude, not cool. There's one every season. And it gets a boat saying, yeah, we would never think that, and you're not required to respond to your gratitudes. Because you deserve it. Well, thank you. And as I know I've said before, I don't want you to ever think that I take people's time or cash for granted. Ow, that was just rude. Oh. How did you pick that up? Wow, he was just gone. Alright, so we tried this area. Have we explored down here yet? Not really. Okay, let's go do that. Oh yeah, it's because I keep getting either wrecked by these two or looking at the stampers and being like, nah, I need to... Lot of bottles. Lot of bottles in that room. Secret left! Oh! Hey up, Crow. A Vile Charm. What does that do? So a Vile Charm adds poison damage to your attacks. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So jumping back into chat, Kenley's making dinner at the moment. Oh, wait, cool. Baron Sheep says, I want to give Will a round of high fives for being awesome, but he's playing a game. Round of gentle face pats. I'll take gentle face pats. Also, my high-fiving hand is entirely out of commission right now. Ah. Nell. Navalis says, Twitch is acting weird today. The image has been frozen for like 5 minutes, but the audio continues on at normal speed. Is anyone else suffering that problem? I'm not seeing any dropped frames at the moment. Although, actually, looking according to this, we did have dropped frames at some point earlier in the day. So let me know if there's a thing that I've missed. Hopefully, it wasn't when I was having a shall we say, a feels cascade. Oh, well, you guys are just a bunch of bad words, aren't you? Ah. Did nothing. Open the door. Get on the floor. Where in the bloody hell's my dinosaur? Oh. Alright. Alright. A Class C license. It's time to play some Crazy Taxi. God, I love that game. So jumping back in it, Icicle says, now you mentioned it, my stream's been acting a bit funny. I can hear Will fine, but all I can see is a dancing teddy bear. Don't you start! Where's the doll, Will? I can hear Echo saying it. Shackle Draconis would take me to the heliport. Take me to KFC. I'm not going to do up my seatbelt because I take my life into my own hands. And then the offspring starts playing. Feckin' batsman! They're not even hurting me that bad. Just scritching me. Yeah, we can all hear it. It's, yeah. God, I remember it blowing my mind that Sega was so up on the times, in my young opinion, that they had a fucking Offspring as part of their soundtrack for Crazy Taxi. That just made it feel like it was cool and fresh and badass. Oh, feck, that's bad. That's very bad. Pyroshade says, so, Will, if you were a wizard in combat, what would be your signature spell? So, I've had this discussion. So, while I would be primarily a user of lightning magic, privately, I'd be a fire mage. So, yeah. Everyone would be like, oh, wow. Oh, wait, no, I can go this way. Cool. Wait, no, where did that way lead? In fact, I'll just retrace my steps. Yeah. Well, door's open. Done right. Yeah. That heavy attack means there's nothing left. A caged man's ear. It's not a grim prospect. You know what? On that Pyroshade, I haven't thought too much about it. Storm magic plus fire magic. Do I detect a Firenado coming? Couldn't possibly comment. Yeah, aside from the fact that I am both I am a massive fanboy of Chandra-La, I haven't really thought too much about what fire types, what fire styles I would use. Oh, get to the boat! Refreshing Punk IPA. If you don't know, Brewdog is one of the few kind of microbrewery quality beers you can get in a lot of places in the UK. And one of their signature drinks is the Punk IPA, and it's really good. Like, it's really heckin' good. Though they also have another kind of beer in their lineup called the Dead Pony Club. I'm not even joking. Now, what did we decide? If you go this way... No, I have to go... I'm just going to have to follow my... The Zeragonar saying, if you're a Chandra fan, then your fire style is just more fire. That's true. As Chandra has said many times, if you have a bigger problem, you just need more fire. Alright, now let's let those lot throw themselves off. Oh, Matey Boy Machete. Alright, I'm just going to avoid him. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Are we cool? We are cool. Jumping back into chat, Shackle Draconis with, the secret to destruction is simple. Everything burns. Baron Sheep's asking the important question, which is, I've been trying to figure it out for a while now. Is Will's hair currently braided, or is it just pulled back kind of odd? It's pulled back odd. I was trying to do my hair with my left hand today because my hair bands are really strong. So it's just because my hair is goofy at the moment. Though, when I got my hair did before PAX, the lass in the hairdresser's place did us a really cool kind of Viking braid, and it was awesome. I won't lie. Was this the way was this where I died? This is where I died. Yes, because I opened that. What just happened? What just happened? Oh. But yeah. So TLDR, Baron, is at the moment I can't quite put my hair back properly, so that's why my hair looks Isocrid saying I safely glitched down the shaft. Bloody hell. That's a mouthful. Aha! So now I can transport myself all the way up and down. Now let's see if I can continue this without getting myself horribly killed. No! Why? It took every piece of restraint I had not to bang my fist onto my own leg as I would usually do. 12,000 lost. How many is that? That's at least a couple. Maybe more. Maybe more. If you need me, I'm going to be going and getting a hot load of vengeance. I don't even need to kill this guy. I'm doing it because I want to. The artsy po with, yeah, don't hurt your hand due to more anger. Oh, ciao! Where are you aiming, crossbow guy? Oh. Although, even on ice, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep going, you lovely folks, because I think my... I think I have pushed my hand and my limbs somewhat to their limits. I might try and go get a little bit of vengeance, get a cheeky level, and then I might call it for this evening. I think that would be wise. And every now and then I have a smart idea. Yes, and shackled to Connus. Whatever is lost can be found again. And also, I know that we've now enabled the I know we've enabled the... Ah! Okay, maybe now is a good time to bring this to a close. Oh. Okay. Even I'm smart enough to know. Oh, when I should... Is there much cold left in this? Not. Is there much? Okay. Oh, there's a little bit left. Oh, there we go. There's the good stuff. Oh. Yeah, Pyro Shade, you are entirely fine to drop a clip. That's right. So let's bring this back to main, so you can all see my stupid face. Well, that and little tiny Pawcat. Pyro Shade with, well, funny you should... And survived for the juggles. Oh, thank you both for the clips there. Actually, what I want to do is I want to go over here. Because it's dark enough in this game, I might actually be able to... Oh, I know! I know what I'm going to do. We're going to go out to the garden area. And... because there's been so many people who have donated and followed and raided and been amazing today, that I absolutely want to do a quick... I want to use my powers to do a big old thank you. So, bear with me all just a second. Let the crows entertain you for a little bit. I like the fact that I can use this area essentially as the backdrop for thank you credits. So, bear with me just a second. Oh man. It doesn't show raids. That sucks. Sorry, that's very bad. I apologise. So, you lovely, lovely folks, let's get the thank yous through. So, as I have so many people to say thank you for, this is one of the better ways I find. So, to everyone who decided to try and make me cry through donations, I would like to thank Clank Crusher, Zenro, Fallen Mystic, Isocrid, Gets the Boat, J Post, Pyro Shade, Caffeine, Baron Sheep, The Great Odo, Narcissus, The Artsy Poe, Quasi, The Dreamer, Meow Kitty Sakura, Night Valen, Aaron Feathers. All of you, thank you. You know my feels. A huge thank you to Caffeine for moderating today. And our new followers. That's right. Gobi Wolfrain, Avalanche Astral Ally, Crimson Red Thread, and Yori Doodles. The Sheffner, specifically the Sheffner 86, and Manako. Like, thank you. Thank you all a stupid amount. And I'm going to need to say again, just because it was above and beyond. Like, Zenro, where was it? Why is it disappearing from my feed? Bear with me just a second. I know it's here. Why has it disappeared? That's annoying. There was one inordinate donation, and I need to say thank you for that specifically. Ah, yes, here we go. Yeah, to Clank Crusher, that was inordinately generous of you, and thank you wholeheartedly. I hope none of you feel that you had to donate today, but it is massively, sincerely appreciated, so thank you. Oh, and I apologise to Vampire Hunter D, who just showed up just as we're bringing this little cavalcade of mischief to a close. So, I don't have anything clever or smart that I can say other than thank you for supporting my sorry ass. It's a huge compliment, and I will continue to work my face off for all of you. So tomorrow, dodgy hand willing, tomorrow we've got Let It Die, the PC release. I wholeheartedly recommend it. If you've got time to tear into it before me in the morning, go ahead. Like, get stuck in. Have a great time, you marvellous, stupendous individuals. And, yeah, Aaron, I am going to take care of the hand. I'm not going to stretch it. And thank you, Gets the Boat, everybody. Oh, yes. Artsy Poe is correct. We should go raid someone. And if he is up... is Thor streaming yet? No. So, I tell you what. If it's alright with you, my buddy... The Famous is currently playing Mega Aquarium, and I think Mega Aquarium's super rad, and I would consider it a personal favour of sorts if you would join me on a raid. Thank you all again for such a stupendous day, and I don't know how best to say thank you, but thank you all. Alright. Oh, cool. The raid thing's changed. So we chain up and then we go raid now. Well, that's awesome. Alright. So, you lovely folks, thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow.